Switch and save on condo insurance.
Taking a look at your first warm weather forecast for tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 70 degrees. Tomorrow we have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 93, heat index values as high as 99. And on Saturday night, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low around 68.
You need a new roof? Then call Ricky Smith Roofing. With 28 years of experience, licensed and insured, give him a call.
Hi, this is Ricky Smith. When you're ready for that free roof estimate, give me a call, 706-884-0195. I give a 6-year workmanship warranty on all my new roofs. If I tear your roof off and put it back, you got 6 years under my workmanship warranty. I'll come back free of charge anytime.
Check out Ricky Smith Roofing work on Facebook. Just search Ricky Smith Roofing or call 706-884-0195.
The Daily Birthday Club giveaway, Super Thursdays, and the Grand Summertime giveaway are all chances for you to win great prizes courtesy of Eagle 102.3. You must be 18 years or older to participate in special contests. Only one winner per household is allowed. All prizes must be picked up within 30 days of the winning date. All winners of a major Eagle 102.3 contest cannot win another major prize for 12 months. Check us out on the web at eagle1023.com for further contest rules and regulations.
This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless and still is. She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces. Just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch our soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used it too. It sucks snot out of a stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening.
Love the show. I love the way you make the audience think about sports in different ways. You talk sports, you're not fluff, and that's just what I tune in for, is that.
I really do love your show, and I hate it when I miss it, because I'm like, man, I really love your show, bro.
It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
Welcome back. Don't miss Spence Jr. versus Porter tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Order now live on pay-per-view. Also available on the Fox Sports app. Bill Ryder with you. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. 855-2124-CBS is the phone number. Talking a little NBA. Media days. A few of them got away today. A bunch of them are on Monday. And that means very soon we're going to have baseball, NFL, NBA games that matter at the same time. Great time of year. Take a call or two here at 855-2124-CBS. By the way, dude, you can brag, dude. You're a Lakers fan. I give you a hard time, but you're a Lakers fan, and your team has LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You may win an NBA championship, and both those guys may get hurt. Like, who knows? This is the moment, dude. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see how those two play together, how they complement each other, and just really how they surrounded those two guys this offseason, how all those new pieces like Danny Green and et cetera mesh. But you're right. I think they could be like a top 2 seed in the West, or they could be like a 5 or 6 seed and get knocked out in the first round.
They could also be a 4 or 5 seed win an NBA championship. I mean, I think rest is the deal. We gotta especially while we've got the hookup with some tickets. I mean, we have the hookup right now on the show. You gotta get to L.A.
I know. I will definitely make it out there before, at some point during this regular season, for sure.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee. I promise. I will get there.
Put it on there. Guarantee.
Absolutely.
Let me know so I can make other plans. No, I want to hang out. I want you to come out. All right, 855-2124-CBS is the phone number. Will in Shreveport. What up, brother? Happy Friday. You're on CBS Sports Radio.
Same to you. Thank you very much, Bill. First time, long time.
Welcome in.
Well, I don't put that much on the Lakers because AD, his injury history in the playoffs. So if I were looking at a sleeper team to come out of the West, what do you think about the sneaky Trailblazers with Nurkic and the new acquisition of Whiteside?
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking about that. Thanks for the call. So here's my kind of thing, right? Let's say that you are a fan of a second-tier Western Conference team. You are a Houston fan, and you believe that Westbrook and Harden is going to work despite some of the obvious X's and O's issues because they're buddies, right? And they both want to win, and they're going to put that above their ego. Or you're a Denver fan, and you believe last year's excellent season and, nice playoff experience is going to translate to some greatness. Or, as you pointed out, you think Portland is going to be able to really capitalize. And they were in a conference finals last year, which I know feels like a million years ago. I love Damian Lillard. I think you have to start with this outcome is necessary, the one I'm about to describe, that I was thinking I think is possible. Say 65%. I think there's a 65% chance that one of the two teams, Lakers or Clippers, are going to see their chances dissipate because of injury. When is the last time, and I know LeBron's first injury season was last year, but when is the last time in an NBA season LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George were all healthy and able to play an 82-game season and into the postseason? All of those guys have injury histories now, if you include LeBron. AD certainly does. Kawhi obviously does. Paul George does, and if you look at the stats we discussed, he fades. So assuming that one of the LA teams just doesn't compete at the level that we thought they would have, championship level, because of injuries, which I think is certainly reasonable and certainly possible, if that happens, I could see a sleeper team. And it's funny you say that. I actually pulled up the Blazers roster earlier and was just kind of staring at it. Love Dame. Love CJ McCollum. You're right, Nurkic is back. And the Hassan Whiteside thing, everybody's either criticizing it or rolling their eyes. I think that front office in Portland knows what they're up to. I think they understand that Whiteside I bring this up all the time. And again, if you're listening to somewhere other than Portland or in Portland, not only are we on the air in Portland, Oregon, it's one of my absolute favorite cities in the world. I would retire there tomorrow if I had the money, if I had Stu's gambling money, for example. I love Portland, personally. It's a really tough place to recruit NBA talent to. Guys don't want to play there. They don't want to live there. It's a reality. And I've had this conversation with players and former players who have walked me through why they'd rather play in Oklahoma City or Cleveland or Detroit. I don't get it, but it's, I'm not an NBA player. And there are reasons for it. All right, so that said, if you're trying to supplement this team, if you're trying to find the next piece, you have to buy low and hope that person returns to that higher level of investment where they came, made their mark earlier at a certain point, right? Buy when they're selling, sell when they're buying. Hassan Whiteside stock is incredibly low. But there was a time when the Heat saw obvious promise in him for the obvious reasons. So what's the worst case scenario? Do they pay Whiteside a bunch of money that doesn't matter because they want to commit?
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care, right here. Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at MikeTooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500. The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Cofield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
How long's it been since you had a great steak? Go to Gedney's Restaurant and Grill in Roanoke and give yourself a treat. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill features specialty cut steaks, and they use a very special marinade. You'll love it. Gedney's have delicious steaks, starting with the 8-ounce Little Joe's sirloin, or choose the delicious 12-ounce ribeye. If you want a great steak, go to Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on Highway 431 in Roanoke.
Time now for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network. This game is brought to you in part by Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, and Trailer Retirement Community. Now live to the field for Alabama area high school football.
Celebrate good times, come on. Those famous lyrics are from a song written in 1980. The artist, Kool in the Gang. The song appropriately titled Celebrate Good Times. Tonight we celebrate good times for both of our participants. One team celebrates homecoming. The other celebrates a coach getting his first win. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Randolph County High School here in Wedowee, Alabama. Alongside John Stevens and Francis Davis here at the stadium, I am Jay Douglas. Kenneth and Beth back inside the Eagle Sports Network studios, coming to you live on WLWE 94.7 and streaming online, eagle1023.com. Our matchup tonight features the Woodland Bobcats and the Randolph County Tigers. The Tigers return to their den after a 2-game road trip. Former alumni and the 2019 homecoming court greet their boys of fall. Randolph County avenged their loss to Piedmont by defeating B.B. Comer last week 43-14. Senior running back Dante Jordan rushed for 3 touchdowns in the win. He also added a punt return for a touchdown. Jordan spearheaded the Tigers' attack as they scored 28 unanswered points to run away with the victory. Senior quarterback DeMarcus Davis threw 2 touchdown passes as well. While with homecoming brings a time of reflection. We reflect on the 2003 state championship won by the Tigers. We also reflect on 6 region championships. The 2019 Tigers hope that by the end of the season, there will be a reflection of winning the state championship and hoisting the trophy inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. The opponent for tonight is Woodland. The Cats made history last week, giving head coach Blair Armstrong his first win of the season. Woodland unleashed their rage of being 0-4. The Cats took down Gaston 34-0. Junior quarterback Brock Edwards threw for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win. Senior wideout Briar Norris caught 2 of those, and senior running back Dale Robertson added a rushing touchdown and led the Bobcats defensively with 14 tackles. While getting Coach Armstrong his first win is cause for celebration, Woodland celebrated something else last week. The win over Gaston was Woodland's 400th in their program history. That is quite an accomplishment, especially from a team that did not know if they'd play in 2019. Woodland hopes to ruin the homecoming celebration, head back to their home turf with program win number 401. Tigers and Bobcats kickoff coming up in just a few minutes. Let's step out for a 2.5-minute break and be back with more coverage here in Wedowee. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online eagle1023.com. Back after this 2.5-minute timeout.
Why choose Southern Union?
Working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school, but Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley is home to Southern Union's State Community College and boasts an award-winning school system where students K-4 through 12 are located on one convenient campus. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. TREA Outpatient Clinic provides a continuation of care in an outpatient setting, as well as providing therapy services to patients with any conditions that limit mobility. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center, the right care right here.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Cofield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Randolph County here. Homecoming night for the Tigers. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. John, just some of your opening comments as we get ready for this matchup.
Well, Jay, it's good to be back with you here tonight, and just an honor to be here at Randolph County as they celebrate homecoming. You and I seem to always get the best seat in the house on top of the press box, and I think it's both our first times here. We look forward to successful homecoming for Randolph County and hopefully a good competitive game tonight.
Absolutely. They're honoring some of the seniors out there right now. And, John, you weren't with us when we went up to Piedmont, but one of the keys that I've talked about for Randolph County is I think DeMarcus Davis has to have success because he struggled a little bit throwing the football, and there were a lot of turnovers in that Piedmont game.
Yeah, I understand from all accounts that there were quite a few turnovers in that game. I don't think he's thrown maybe one touchdown pass this year, so if they could get that going, I'd just add another dimension to what they'd like to do.
Yeah, they were very heavy run against Piedmont. They ran the ball with Dante Jordan. He's really been the backbone of their offense. He scored again last week, put up some good numbers. Just talk about, as a Woodland defense, the keys to taking him out of the game and force DeMarcus Davis to beat you.
Right. I think that's a big key tonight for Woodland. They really their success is going to start up front, whether we talk about offense or on defense, like you're talking about, to slow down Randolph County's run game, maybe early penetration to redirect that running back, or even tackles for loss at opportune times would go a long way towards getting Randolph County off the field. That's really Woodland's best shot here tonight.
All the teams that we cover this week, it's not just here in Randolph County with our 4-region team, but it's all across the state of Alabama. It seems like everybody's taking a step out of region play. And what is the key for both teams, maybe Randolph County more, not to take this game lightly?
Yeah, I think the idea at homecoming is, to get a celebration of sorts, and that includes scheduling somebody that obviously may not be up to the caliber of somebody in your own classification or in your own region. So oftentimes for homecoming especially, you'd like to schedule somebody who honestly that you can feel good about your chances against. And I think tonight, if Randolph County can get off to a fast start, that'll go a long way towards getting their eyes in on the task at hand, and not looking forward to getting back into the meat of that region schedule next week, as all teams will. But you're right. This is important tonight to take care of business tonight, and looking past an opponent can be very detrimental, and anything can happen in a cross-county rivalry. So they'll be looking to keep their focus tonight for sure on this one.
Taking a look at the 3A Region 6 schedule, which is where Randolph County resides, Pleasant Valley plays Gaston tonight. Wellborn is playing Central Coosa County. Piedmont playing Jacksonville. Comer playing Talladega County Central. Glencoe playing Hoax Bluff. And Weaver is playing Cherokee County. Wellborn atop of the region, 3-0. Pleasant Valley 3-1. Then you got Piedmont at 2-0, and then Randolph County at 2-1. 2A Region 6, where Woodland resides, Ranburne is taking on Wadley. Ohatchee is playing Leeds. Westbrook Christian's actually on the bye. Cleveland plays Pennington. Gaston, we mentioned, and Weston is playing Raglan. Ranburne atop of the region, 3-0. Ohatchee 2-0. Woodland sitting at 1-2 in a two-team tie with Cleveland, who we will see in a couple weeks. In 4A, Hanley is playing Lynette. Lincoln playing Munford. Talladega playing Midfield. Holtville's on the bye. Childersburg's playing Sylacauga, and Elmore County is playing Dadeville. And finally, in 1A Region 4, you've got Billingsley playing Prattville Christian Academy, Notasulga playing Lafette, Lochapoka playing Horseshoe Bend, Highland Home playing Verbena, and Otaugaville playing Elwood Christian. By the way, Hanley is sitting at 2-0. That's top of that region with Talladega. Lincoln's just 1-0, and Holtville's 2-1. Wadley sitting at 2-1 in the region behind Lynette, who's 3-0, and Billingsley, who is 2-0. So, John, I turn to the rest of our Randolph County schools and what you're looking for the Wadleys and the Hanleys tonight.
Well, honestly, as we looked at the schedule earlier, a couple of games jumped off at me. Just our other county teams here, Wadley playing Rambert team who's had some real good success this year, really stout defense. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out, see if the Bulldogs can continue their good play early in the season. And Lynette, they're a single-A team, but they have some big-time commits, some big-time athletes, and I'd like to see just how Hanley goes about defending that and see if they can continue their winning ways. I know that's quite a step up in classification for Lynette, but
they're definitely capable.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we were witness to them in Wadley earlier this year in a really good game. And Lynette, as they go, they might get some things figured out on the on their offensive side, and it's a tall task for them though tonight. And we'll see. We'll look forward to those updates as they come in.
We will shift our focus to the opponent tonight, Woodland. But first things first, I want to let you know some fine sponsors on the broadcast: Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morningstar Christian Gear, Town of Wadley and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. Our kickoff sponsor is State Farm Agent Ken Seifert. Timeout sponsor is Southern Auction Solutions and Mr. Ron Young. And our Player of the Week sponsor is Regional Medical Center. Devontae Houston is our current Player of the Week, and we will give out a new Player of the Week at the end of the game. Let's take a 3-minute break and be back with more pregame coverage. You guys are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back after this 3-minute timeout.
Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Weed Valley, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at miketooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Southern Auction Solutions is now offering online-only timber auctions. Let us sell your timber for top dollar. The sealed bid method is outdated. With the latest technology, we can offer an online-only auction which will maximize your profit. You control the final outcome. If you have a timber tract, it is worth your time to give us a call or visit southernauctionsolutions.com. At the end of the timber auction, you can say yay or nay. Selling your timber means putting cash in your pocket and allows you to keep your property, turning your assets into cash. Southern Auction Solutions, your full-service auction company.
Every town has one friendly hometown restaurant that serves good food every day. In Roanoke, it's Gedney's Restaurant and Grill on Highway 431. What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? You could be enjoying Gedney's Lunch Buffet, home-style vegetables with a choice of meat. Give us a call at 863-8272 or come by and see why everyone eats at Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on 431 in Roanoke.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Daysprings box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care, right here.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley gives you all the safety small-town life has to offer while being a convenient distance from the amenities of big cities. No matter the distance traveled, you always feel the enjoyment of returning home. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom. Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Yeah, we're about to get the answer. That is the national anthem brought to you by the Randolph County Marching Band. Good rendition from them. Jay Douglas, John Stevens back at the stadium here with you. John, we talked about Randolph County before we went to break. Let's now flip our focus to Woodland. And they struggled on offense against Wadley. For the most part, they had a couple drives back when we saw Woodland, and they put it all together last week against Gaston. Just talk about what Woodland has to do to be successful tonight.
Yeah, I think they've shown they have a real trouble offensively against the better competition. But one thing they can focus on and what they did well last week, and really that's trying to continue spreading the ball out. Brian Morris, I think we both agree, is probably their best offensive player, but they do count on still being able to run the ball quite a bit. And I think last week they probably amassed about 350 yards or so of total offense. And about 150 of that was passing. So they'd like to continue that to be able to open up that run game. And some of that was due to Brian Morris's 85-yard touchdown pass. So some of that, a great chunk of that yardage is accounted for right there. But really for Woodland, you got to be able to block them up front. Defensively, you got to be able to get off the field. And really that's going to give them their best chance. And just continue what you did last week. Try to get your playmakers, your best players the ball, and that starts with, in my opinion, that starts with Brock Edwards and Briar Norris.
Absolutely, and they have a good running back to lean on too. Dale Robertson, he had a pretty good game. He was able to run the football effectively when we saw him against Wadley. Had a pretty good game last week, scoring some touchdowns. Maybe getting him the ball early. This might be a game of dueling running backs with Dante Jordan for Randolph County and Dale Robertson for Woodland.
Yeah, I agree. I think both those guys, Robertson, I think we saw him play both ways and played quite a bit and was really active. So Woodland will count on him heavily tonight. And Jordan, he was banged up a little last week. We saw him out here in warm-ups today. So if he is limited at all, they haven't shown their hand so far. They do have another senior running back, Jonathan Prothrow, can fill in admirably if need be. So we'll see shortly exactly how they're going to play it.
Absolutely, and John, one of the keys that I'm looking at that I think that's common throughout all the games we've watched. There haven't been a whole lot of field goals. So, kickers and special teams. Talk about that key tonight for both teams.
Right. I think even in Saturday and Sundays, you're seeing a lot of emphasis placed on returns. And, very rarely do you see a return anymore without a holding call. But, yes, special teams points for whether it be extra points or field goals in high school are immensely important. I mean, you can really turn a game on an extra point sometimes, miss or. But like you say, we see quite a few 2-point conversion attempts in lieu of the kick, and I don't know if that's just a lack of just ability at the high school level or just a change in the philosophy of some coaches after a score.
What do you think these two teams, win or lose either way? What are they going to look for going into the following week, getting back in that region schedule? Just analyze, when this game goes final, where these two teams are.
Well, I think we'll start with Woodland. What they would like to do is just to continue to build on what they did well last week. Understand that this, win or lose this game, obviously, you'd love to win this game, but, the odds are probably stacked well against them. But if you lose this game, it's not really a measure of where you are exactly. I mean, you still have the bulk of your region to play, and you're still an improving young football team. So for them, I would just the coaches just keep them positive. I think that their success on offense last week gave those guys some confidence, and if they can continue to do those things, I think it'll be fun for them, and I think they'll hopefully surpass their win total for last year, which I think that maybe they only won a couple of games last year. But for Randolph County, for all they did up in Piedmont, the way they came out, the way it kind of got away from them, I think they have a lot to look forward to for the rest of this year. They have a lot to play for. They have something to prove, so to speak. And at the end of this one, I think they can turn their focus completely on the region and, look to get the high seed they possibly can, which at the moment would probably put them at the second seed in their region. But, all eyes on capturing that seed and push for the playoffs for Randolph County.
Before we get to coin toss, let's thank again some of our fine sponsors: Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morningstar Christian Gear, Town of Wadley, and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. Our kickoff sponsor is State Farm Agent Ken Seifert. Timeout sponsor is Southern Auction Solutions and Mr. Ron Young. And Player of the Week sponsor, Regional Medical Center. For Randolph County, it looks like Nicholas Sims is the captain, number 4, Braxton Daniel, and number 16, Timothy Moat. And for Woodland, Brock Edwards, Dale Robertson, looks like Joseph Whitmore, and Briar Norris. Randolph County in the blue with the gray pants and the gray helmets, the gold trim. Woodland in the white jerseys with the blue pants and the white helmets. We'll get the coin toss, and then we'll step out for one final timeout and get this thing kicked off. Thank you so much for joining us on WLWE 94.7. We're streaming online, eagle1023.com. Jay Douglas, John Stevens here with you. Francis Davis, our on-site producer, and Kenneth and Beth back inside the studios. We appreciate them so much. We do apologize if the noise is a little loud. We are on top of the press box tonight. Just bear with us. But we thank everybody that is listening. We're right back here on WLWE next week as we play Hanley and Elmore. And we'll be down in Elmore County for that game. As the coin toss has been tossed, and it looks like Woodland may have won it. Woodland will get the ball first, so Randolph County has won the toss, and they've deferred. Randolph County will kick from left to right when we come back. We'll step out for this final minute timeout and be back with the kickoff here on Homecoming 2019 in Wadowee. You guys are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back after this minute timeout.
It's not just your home or car. It's the 6 months you save for your Ultra HD flat screen just in time for football season. And the overtime you work for the third car so your team can drive himself to practice. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as things you really work hard for. Ken understands what your things really mean to you, and he's here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke, and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The time for talking is over, folks. It's time to strap it up and get it kicked off. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you back at Randolph County Homecoming 2019 for the Tigers. Woodland Bobcats are the opponent for tonight's game. The kickoff is brought to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. John Briar Norris returned 2 kicks when we saw him against Wadley as a chance to put his team in good field position right from the get-go.
Yeah, you called it, Jay. He was their offense that night. He's had some success on offense and in the special teams, and if they kick it to him, hopefully we'll get to see something special again from him.
Braxton Daniel will kick it off for the Tigers, again in blue, kicking from left to right. Woodland in white. Dale Robertson is one of the guys back deep, along with Norris, and I think Parker Woodham is the other one. Daniel standing back at his own 32-yard line. Gets the sign from the referee, and we are set to go here. Daniel gets the running start on it. Puts it in the air, and we are underway. And Norris from the 5-yard line to the 10, to the 15, up the middle to the 25, and cut down right there by the Randolph County Special Teams unit. It's a pretty good return of 20 yards for Briar Norris. Sets the Cats up 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Yeah, when he fielded that kick, he just sort of picked his way up. Didn't really get ahead of steam, more like real patient, picking his way up towards the 25-yard line.
Brock Edwards is the quarterback for the Cats. He splits 2 receivers left and 1 right. Norris is slot left, and Tate Bradford is wide left. Brock takes the snap and hands it to Robertson up the middle and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Big number 55 for Randolph County, Nicholas Sims, was one of the guys in there from behind.
Yeah, he just shot the gap. Looked like that time as the handoff was given, he was shooting the gap there, made initial contact. It looked like in the backfield, but he fell forward and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
And no gain on that last play. 2 receivers right and 1 left. Robertson is an H-back right. They motion a guy across the formation. Edwards will throw. He's looking to set up a screen. It's not there, and he just throws it away. Robertson was the intended receiver and defended by number 19, Kayshawn Garrett. But the pass is incomplete. Randolph County had good coverage. Nobody was open on that play.
Yeah, they showed end around with Brian Morris coming in motion and faked that, and then Edwards just rolled out right, and the route wasn't open, so he just threw it away.
11:15 to go in the first quarter. There is no score. And Woodland has the first third down of the night. Third down in a long 10. Edwards looking right. Nobody's open. Rolling right. Now cuts back left. Nowhere to go. He's still scrambling to his right. Trying to break some tackles and does get back to the line of scrimmage and then is cut down maybe at the 27-yard line. Sims was in there on the stop again along with Hagan Bailey, number 34. Fourth down come up from the Cats. Good coverage downfield and good pressure by the Randolph County defensive line.
Yeah, initially the blocking was sufficient up front, and there was just no one open in the back, the defensive secondary. Really good coverage there on what had to be a third down long conversion for Woodland, but they couldn't come up with it.
The Tigers will get the ball. They did block a kick. A punt at Piedmont. That's how they scored their second touchdown. Bobcats will punt. Snap. No pressure by Randolph County. It's a wobbler going to the right. Dante Jordan coming to field it, but it's going to get a good roll, and that's going to bounce and wind up at the Randolph County 30, so pretty good effort by Briar Norris, who was doing the kicking there. A punt of 43 yards on that play. First and 10 for the Randolph County Tigers with no score here in the first quarter. 10:18 to go.
Yeah, if we had any question about Dante Jordan playing tonight, he was back on that punt return for Randolph County. So he's definitely, at least he's going to play. We don't know if he's going to be limited at all.
First and 10 Tigers from their own 30. Their first possession of the night. They split a wide out left and a wide out right. I formation behind DeMarcus Davis. Dante Jordan is lined up at the tailback spot. He gets the carry left side, contacted by Robertson, but he falls forward to the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. So pick up 5 on that play for Jordan on his first carry of the night.
I'm trying to look, Jay. That looks like number 19 in there for Randolph County at the halfback spot.
Oh, so that'd
be Keyshawn Garrett.
Yeah, I beg your pardon. So Davis gets the call from the sideline. Coming out for Randolph County, Diego Sanchez, number 62.
It's a pretty good pickup off tackle there for Randolph County on first down.
So Keyshawn Garrett, the tailback, in the I formation. A receiver each way and a tight end left. Garrett up the middle. Contacted by Robertson again, but close to his first down at the 40-yard line. Might be a bit short. Looks like it, maybe the 38, so third down and 2 coming up for the Tigers.
So, yeah, so it's going to set up third and short, which is, if you got to be in third down, it's where you'd like to be. It looks like, at least initially from the first couple of plays, Randolph County offensive line is getting the better of the trench war right now.
Third down and a very short one at the 39, just across the 39. The fullback in front of Garrett is Prothro, number 26, single receiver each way. Davis takes the snap, hands to Garrett. He'll have his first down at the 45, runs over a man to the Woodland 45, to the Woodland 35, and dragged down finally by Parker Woodham, number 30, but not before he gets all the way to the Woodland 31-yard line. There is a flag, however, back at the 35-yard line, and I think we're going to bring this back, John.
Yeah, I think you're right. He ran hard that play. He ran completely over a man back here. I think it was Caleb.
It was Caleb Kelly. Yeah, it was.
And he had a head of steam, and just so happened that they were able to catch up with him after that contact. But it's going to be wiped away.
Illegal shift on the Tigers. So 5-yard penalty backs them up to the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and 5. Randolph County has it. They split a receiver each way. Prothro in front of Garrett. Tight end right. They pitch it right. Garrett gets his first down and a little more. Parker Woodham makes the stop. Robertson was in the backfield, but Prothro threw a good block, and the first down gets to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good block that time, like you said, by Prothro, and toss out to the right. Good enough for the first down. I think they had the receiver split left that time was Dante Jordan.
Jordan yet to touch the ball on offense, and he didn't really field that punt, but he is split out here to the right. Braxton Daniel, the receiver left. The tight end right is number 30, Marco Woodgett. Prothro in front of Garrett. Looked like movement early, and Davis will keep it. He lost the ball. Who's got it? I think Woodland's got it.
Yeah,
DeMarcus Davis fumbles yet again, and Woodland's going to get the ball.
That's Jacob Champion with the recovery.
That was Randolph County problem, and Piedmont looked like a busted play, and Davis just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, it looked like initially when the fullback Prothor came through the line of scrimmage, he looked as if he was looking for the ball like it was already loose. Then the quarterback Davis, almost like you said, busted play, and he decides to take it forward and lost the handle, and it's picked up by Woodland.
First and 10 from the Randolph County 47, and they'll get a free 5 yards on the hard count. Good job by Brock Edwards to draw the Tigers off. Number 70, Blake Wilson, was one of the guys that jumped. And a 5-yard penalty will move it up to the 43-yard line, as the line of scrimmage was the 48.
So now if you're Woodland, your defense is, whether you created that turnover or not, you certainly took advantage of it, jumped on it. Now you have an opportunity here to at least flip field position.
They called a false start. Boy, I don't know about that one, but a false start against Woodland. So instead it backs them up to their own 47. I guess they said that they were drawn off and not legally. Two receivers right, one left. High snap. Edwards gets a handle on it, and he's trying to run right, and he will go backwards all the way back at the 38-yard line. I think Prothro was in there making the stop, but that play was over with the high snap all the way back to the Woodland 38, a loss of 9.
Yeah, they really gave themselves no shot right there with the high snap, and he took all the time he had really to corral that snap. If he gets that snap, I mean, you possibly have a play downfield there, but he was running for his life immediately after he was able to come up with the snap.
Fast-moving first quarter, 7.5 to go in the first quarter, and there is no score. Two receivers right and one left. Edwards will throw. Pressure coming. He'll step up in the pocket and run to the 40, to the 45, and driven back, and then takes a big hit from Randolph County. Forward progress just across the 45. Woodjet popped him at the end as he was stood up, but he got to the 46. Third down and 11 coming up. Or not 11, 14, excuse me.
Edwards that time did a really good job of stepping up into the pocket, but he may have not seen an open man, or maybe took off a little too soon. But as he was stood up, you're right. What was that, Marco Woods?
Yeah, Woods
really
hit it pretty good. Three receivers right and one left with 6:40 to go in the first quarter in a scoreless game. Robertson, right side. He's got a long way to go and dives forward. He was contacted first by Prothro again, I think, and got it just across the original line. I mean, the line of scrimmage, not the original line of scrimmage, but the line of scrimmage there, and it looks like he lost a yard. So a turnover yields nothing, negative yardage for the Cats, and they'll punt.
Yeah, they really hurt themselves with the first 5-yard penalty of that first play of that drive, where they thought they had Randolph County drawn off sides, but hard count was too hard, and put them behind the sticks early.
Jordan back to receive at his own 19. See if Norris kicks it to him. Norris in punt formation from the Woodland 45. No pressure by Randolph County. That's a pretty good punt. Jordan will come up, but he's going to build it on a bounce at the 25-yard line, go backwards to the 20, turn the corner right side, 15, 20. Nobody's over here. There is a flag, however. 40, midfield. Dante Jordan at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Randolph County, but there's a flag back at the 15-yard line, and it's probably coming back. So Dante Jordan takes it 75 yards for the score as it stands right now, but this is probably coming all the way back.
I think you're right. Jordan showed how elusive he can be right there, but unfortunately I think we had a block in the back around the 15-yard line behind the play, actually, as Jordan was escaping.
I think it just as Jordan was getting out of that tackle, they called the flag. So we'll see what the penalty is with 5.5 to go in the first quarter, and the score remains 0-0 right now as we sort out the penalty. That's a big penalty against Randolph County. So half the distance to the goal, you figure. They're spotting it at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, it's an enormous difference, and the official's going to take a timeout here.
So timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. We'll take a minute timeout. As this timeout is brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Do you want to attract a marketable timber? We're now offering online timber auctions to our list of services. Contact Ron Young or visit southernauctionsolutions.com to get top dollar for your timber. We'll take a minute timeout and be back with more. You are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back after this minute timeout.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Crowfield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school, but Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu. Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back here in Wadowee, and a big run from Jonathan Prothro as we come out of that timeout. Gets it all the way to the 39-yard line, a 30-yard gain for Randolph County to start that drive. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back with you at the stadium with 5:20 to go in the first quarter, no score.
If Parker Woodham doesn't make that tackle, that's a touchdown, a long one for Prothro. He was in the single back that time, and came off the right side, made a couple of people miss, and at the linebacker level, and really for a bigger guy, he really had some swift moves there.
First and 10, Randolph County from their own 39. Two receivers each way. Davis, the quarterback, and he'll run the option. He pitches it back to Garrett, who cuts it up at the 40, goes to the 45, and Dale Robertson gets him down at the 48-yard line. So he picked up 9 on that play. Second down and 1 coming up for Randolph County.
Jacob Champion for Woodland that time. He's the guy they're reading, and as he steps in the backfield, he goes with the quarterback and forces that pitch, and Robertson was able to stop him, but not before he gains almost 9 yards.
Second down and 1 for Randolph County. Coming out is Brian Wright, along with Prothro, and going in is number 30, Marco Woodgett, as DeMarcus Davis gets the call from the sideline. Second and 1 for the Tigers from their own 48. Braxton Daniel splits out wide left. Wide right. Jordan wide left. Garrett on the toss. Cuts it up to midfield and is contacted by Parker Woodham just across the midfield stripe into Woodland territory at the Woodland 49. But there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to go against Randolph County.
It looks like maybe they called a hold on Marco Woodgett. The second time they've thrown a penalty on a player behind the play.
So penalty from the 45-yard line will back it up to the 35 of Randolph County. The third penalty already for the Tigers.
Hold it on the Tigers.
First and 10 Tigers from their own 35. 3:57 and counting here in the first quarter.
Second down.
DeMarcus Davis, the quarterback. Again, the call from his sideline. Randolph County moving from left to right as we describe things. Randolph County in blue and Woodland in white. Two receivers break out right, Jordan and Daniel. A tight end right as well. That's Woodgett. DeMarcus pitches it to Garrett at the 35, cuts it up to the 40, to the 45, and Briar Norris finally gets him down at the 47-yard line, maybe the 48, so back to where they were initially, and a third down coming up for Randolph County.
Morris that time did a good job of fighting off the block of the receiver here on this right side. It's just that it's way too far downfield if you're a Woodland Bobcat.
Hagan Bailey coming off for the Tigers. Davis gets his call. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, no score. Third down and about 2 from the 47-yard line of Randolph County. Two receivers left and a tight end right. Davis, the quarterback. He will hand it to Prothro up the middle. He is contacted at midfield and falls forward and driving, and he's got his first down. 72, Matthew Butler was trying to keep him from getting that first down. Briar Norris in there as well. But a first down for the Tigers on the Woodland side of the Woodland 48.
Out of the I formation that time, they gave it to the fullback. He edges his way off to the right side right there and powers his way for the first down.
First and 10, Randolph County at the Woodland 48. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Randolph County turned it over on their first possession. Woodland has punted twice. Randolph County breaks two wides left and a tight end right. Pro throw in front of Garrett. Daniel and Jordan wide left. Davis, he'll throw it out to Jordan. He's got some room at the 45. Goes to the 40, to the 35. Cuts back at the 30, 25. Cutting and tackled finally inside the 25. Butler ran him down, but not before he got to the 23-yard line. Another first down, a pickup of 25 on that play.
That's a simple wide receiver screen out to the left side. He got a good block initially from his wide receiver mate on that side. Then really just used his elusiveness to maneuver his way down near the red zone. Matthew Butler for Woodland hustling down from his defensive line spot to make a tackle way downfield.
Randolph County breaks the huddle, and there are 2 minutes to go first quarter. Single receiver each way. Pro throw in front of Garrett. Davis will pitch it left to Garrett. Cuts it up, goes to the 20, goes to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he will score. Kayshawn Garrett from 23 yards out, and a touchdown for the Tigers with 1:33 to go in the first quarter.
One of the guys that was called for holding on this drive just did a really good job. I guess he learned from that earlier mistake. Marco Woodgett on the left side that time destroyed the edge, and Randolph County able to take big-time advantage on the long touchdown run.
Kayshawn Garrett with a 23-yard run, 6-0 Randolph County with 1:26 to go, and a timeout. They're just switching out the balls, so we'll keep it right here. Randolph County moves it from their own 9-yard line, moves it all the way down the field for a 91-yard drive, and Kayshawn Garrett pays it off from 23 yards out. And Randolph County will go for two. Two wides right, and a tight end right as well. Davis will hand it to Garrett up the middle, and he will be in easily. Garrett with the 2-yard run for the 2-point conversion makes it 8-0 Randolph County. The kickoff will come your way next after this. Well, we got a delay here. Not sure what they called. They didn't call the 2?
Actually, I don't think initially they gave him the touchdown. They didn't give Garrett the touchdown, and they just gave – so they ran that play from the 5, which we thought was the 2-point conversion.
Well, my mistake, guys. And now there is a timeout by Randolph County. We'll step out for 30 seconds and be back. It's now 6-0 Randolph County. Garrett pays it off from 5 yards out, and the extra point will come next. 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Mike Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at mike2.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Randolph County, everybody. I do apologize for the confusion. Kayshawn Garrett does get a touchdown from 5 yards out, and now Braxton Daniel will attempt the extra point. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. So Garrett did it all on that drive, and the extra point is good. Before we break away again, that timeout was brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Have you been appointed executor over an estate or feeling overwhelmed? Let us show you the way. We are experts in solving complex estate problems by professional solutions. Contact Ron Young or visit SouthernAuctionSolutions.com. Another 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network. Back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here instead. We'll talk to you about State Farm agent Ken Seifert. He sponsors our kickoff. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428.
Yeah, the only thing they could have ruled maybe was that Garrett was out of bounds at the 5. Everybody, including the scoreboard operator, thought that he scored on the long run, but I guess they gave him the first down on the 5, and he took it in from there.
So 7-0, a minute 25 to go here in the first quarter. The Cats will get it back. Briar Norris, one of the deep men back there, and Daniel will kick. We'll try and update some out-of-town scores from Wadley and the other team, Hanley. Wadley is in progress right now. There's no score update on that. We'll try and get the Hanley score momentarily. Daniel is kicking for Randolph County. And he kicks it away from Norris. This will be Bradford. He dropped it, and that's going to go out of bounds. Oh, it's an unfortunate break for Tate Bradford, number 5. Dropped the ball at the 10, and it rolled inside the 5 and might have been spotted at the 5.
Yeah, Bradford tried to field that kick sort of above his helmet, and it wasn't ideal. It slipped right through and out of bounds at around the 4-yard line, and that's going to put them in a big hole to start this drive.
1st and 10, Woodland from their own 4. 7-0 Randolph County. Again, we do apologize for the confusion on the Randolph County score. Kayshawn Garrett gets a 5-yard run instead of that 23-yard run. And the ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line for Woodland. So Wadley and Ranburn we could not get an update on, and I don't see a Hanley update either, so we'll try our best to get some updates for you as we go along here. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Edwards, the quarterback, hands it. Robertson contacted immediately. Is it going to be a safety? Not quite at the 2-yard line. Boy, big number 55 for Randolph County, Nicholas Sims, shot the gap and almost got a safety for his Tigers.
So they're lined up in the shotgun, even on their own 4-yard line, when they know they need some room. And Sims just off the snap, immediately putting pressure on the offensive backfield. And once the handoff was made, it was really fortunate for Woodland that they even got out of the end zone.
They go from the gun again with 2 receivers left. Edwards, he will hand it to Woodham. Did he get out of the end zone? He's driving. No, safety. Safety for the Tigers. So Woodland gives up 2 points on offense, and the Tigers will get it right back, leading 9-0.
Like big Christian Lipham in there that time on the defensive line for Randolph County. That's really unfortunate for Woodland, but Randolph County certainly takes advantage of that miscue on the kickoff.
37 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here with the first quarter winding down. This kickoff is brought to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. So Woodland was hanging tough, but a long drive and a safety and muff kick later, and they find themselves in a 9-0 hole. Jay Douglas, John Stevens here with you. Francis Davis, on-site producer. Kenneth and Beth inside our Eagle Sports Network studios. We appreciate all of our individuals behind the scenes. They make this broadcast possible. And Briar Norris will free kick for the Cats at his own 20. Dante Jordan, one of the deep men for Randolph County. Kayshawn Garrett split right, and Prothrow split left.
I would imagine they're going to come out of this with pretty good field position.
That's a very short punt. It might not even make midfield. Fair caught by Hagan Bailey. Let's see where they spot it. I think he spotted at the 49-yard line. Boy, that's a tough break. It's spotted on the Woodland side at the 48. If you're Woodland right now, you got to find some way to put this momentum back on your side. You had the turnover, but it's been quite downhill from there.
Yeah, the big miscue on the kickoff, trying to field the ball sort of above your head, and then the free kick right here was more high than it was far, and it really needed to be quite a bit farther than it was. But as it is now, Randolph County gets a great field position.
Davis will run it. 45, cuts outside to the 40, to the 35, and knocked down by Kelly out of bounds. They get him all the way down at the 27-yard line. So pick up a 22 yards on the play for Davis, which might be the final play of the first quarter with 27 seconds to go in that quarter. 9-0 Randolph County on top.
Marcus Davis that time just takes the snap. Design run for him around the right side. Picks up a good chunk of yardage, and Caleb Kelly makes the tackle well downfield.
Wadley and Ranburn scoreless at the end of the first quarter. We'll wait on the Hanley score when we get it. 2 receivers right and 2 left. Jordan and Prothro wide left. Daniel, one of the receivers wide right, as Davis in the gun. Low snap. He'll keep it himself to the 25. Cuts it up and might have gotten to the 20. Robertson tackled him, as well as Briar Norris and Guy McManus over there. They do give him the 20-yard line, so a pickup of about 7 on that play.
So it looked like Woodland that time. Randolph County run the same formation, same play off to the right side there. It looked like Woodland maybe have diagnosed that one a little better, but still 7 yards on first down. Not too shabby for Randolph County.
We have reached the end of the first quarter, and Randolph County is up 9-0. They have a 2nd down and 3 when we come back to Wadowee. We'll step out for a minute timeout and be back with second quarter action. You guys are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back after this minute timeout.
How long's it been since you've had a great steak? Go to Gedney's Restaurant and Grill in Roanoke and give yourself a treat. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill features specialty cut steaks, and they use a very special marinade. You'll love it. Gedney's has delicious steaks, starting with the 8-ounce Little Joe's sirloin, or choose the delicious 12-ounce ribeye. If you want a great steak, go to Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on Highway 431 in Roanoke.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back here in Randolph County, everybody, 9-0 Randolph County on top. A Kayshawn Garrett 5-yard run, put them up 7-0, and then a safety by the Randolph County defense. 9-0 as we start the second quarter, 2nd and 3 from the Woodland 20. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. Davis takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out left side to Daniel. Cuts it up at the 20, to the 15, spins to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. They marked him out. They marked him out just inside the 1, maybe at the 1. A 19-yard play for Randolph County. 1st and goal coming up for the Tigers at the Woodland 1.
Well, they set up a pass out in the flats that time, and Dante Jordan does a really good job of blocking out there for Braxton?
Braxton Daniel, the kicker.
Daniel, yeah.
DeMarcus Davis comes in, and they'll go with a jumbo package. 2 tight ends each way, and a fullback in front of Prothro and Garrett. Davis under center. He will hand it to his fullback, but a whistle stops play and a flag. All sides on Woodland. They were in the neutral zone. I don't know why they didn't let that play go. I guess they contacted the center. So we'll move it to the half. We'll move it to the half-yard line. First penalty on Woodland, or second penalty, excuse me.
Well, that previous play, Braxton Daniel did a fantastic spin move down there on Jacob Champion was the victim of that. He nearly had himself a touchdown reception there.
Wishbone set. Davis hands it to his fullback up the middle, Bailey, and he is in the end zone. Hagan Bailey, 34, takes it in from a yard out. Touchdown for the Tigers.
Randolph County that time 3 backs in the backfield. They give it to the up man right behind the center. Just too much push right there on the line.
15-0 right now. An extra point coming from Daniel, who had a magnificent catch that got him down there. Now they're going to go for 2. They flip it out to Garrett, and he will score easily. So they go for the 2 and make it 17-0. So Kayshawn Garrett on the flip-out play that we saw at Wadley by Wadley executed a lot better, and Randolph County gets the 2-point conversion to make it 17-0. 11:42 to go in the half, and we'll step out for a 30-second break and be back with the kickoff. You guys are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley is home to Southern Union State Community College and boasts an award-winning school system where students K-4 through 12 are located on one convenient campus. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom. Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Randolph County, everybody. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. 17-0. Tigers on top. Set to kick it away to Woodland. Kickoff brought to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. See if Norris can make something happen on this special teams play. Daniel will kick for the Tigers at the 40-yard, or he'll kick it from the 40. He'll take about a 12-yard run on it and boot it away. It comes right side, and that one may go out of bounds. It does. Good job by Parker Woodland to let it go in good field position coming for the Bobcats, trying to get back in this thing with 11:42 to go in the half.
Yeah, they really need to sustain a drive, come away with some points on this drive. They've kind of let their special teams miscues get the better of them. We've seen a number of schools who like to run that swinging gate formation thing out of after a score, and depending on the look they get, and there's a penalty there on Randolph County. So it looks like, it was the kick out of bounds.
Yeah, first and 10 catch from the 40. You're fine. Yep. Two receivers left and one right. Edwards, the quarterback. Out of the gun. Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself, left side. Trying to get some room, and there is none, and he is going back to the 35-yard line. He loses 5 yards. A host of Randolph County defenders in there on the stop. One of them being Sims again. I think Woodgett was in there as well. They actually gave him forward progress to the 38, so just a loss of 2. Woodland doesn't even have a first down on the night.
I think it's Woodgett, pro throw. Nicholas Sims also in there. It's just Woodland. It looks like they're just having real trouble blocking their the guys up front.
And Brock Edwards had to go out after that last play, so he is out. And they're going to turn to Jackson Loveborn at backup quarterback. This might just be a handoff to get Edwards back in the game, but two receivers break out left and one right. Woodham is the tailback and Loveborn the new quarterback. Let's see how Jackson does on his first snap. He's able to handle it, and he hands it up the middle to Woodham, who will barrel into a guy and maybe got a yard to the 39-yard line. Pick up a 1, 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, I do think they gave him the yard, and it looks like Edwards might be coming back out.
Wadley is up 8-0, and Hanley has been delayed due to lightning over in the Roanoke area. We actually had some raindrops here at the stadium here in Randolph County in Wadowee, but nothing extreme yet. Two receivers left and one right. Edwards back in the game with Robertson at tailback on his left. They're taking the clock down at 10:18. Edwards is now ready. He takes a snap, it's high, hands it to Robertson going left, and he may have gotten across the original line of scrimmage to the 41-yard line, so that drive nets only 1 yard, and Woodland will have to punt again.
That's if you're going to be in 3rd and 11, and you're having trouble blocking up front, it's going to be a long night. That was that play call was indicative of a team that really has trouble blocking up front. They don't. It could have been worse had you got taken a sack or a miscue there, some form, but looks like they're content to punt this one away.
Norris will punt, and Jordan stands at his own 25. That's a pretty good punt. Jordan will come and field it at the 27. He lost it. It's free. Does Woodland get on it? Does Woodland get on it? They do. Another turnover for Randolph County. This plagued them against Piedmont, and they're giving Woodland another opportunity here.
Yeah, Dante Jordan just off the face mask trying to field that punt. And just inopportune time for that to happen for Randolph County, but for Woodland, at some point you have to take advantage of one of these, and we'll see what they do here on first down. But the first step would be no penalties, and let's get in second and short, or set up some sort of score here.
1st and 10, Woodland from the Randolph County 21. Edwards will throw. Plenty of time over the middle and incomplete. He had Norris, but it was cut off by DeMarcus Davis, and Dante Jordan batted away from Norris. Norris was open. Ball looked to be a tad underthrown and incomplete for the Cats.
I think it was. I think Briar Morris was behind the two defenders, and they collapsed, and the ball was slightly underthrown. Hit Dante Jordan in the face mask, the same face mask that he just bounced the punt off of, and it almost nearly bounced back towards the line of scrimmage in the hands of a waiting Randolph County Tigers.
Clock stopped with 9:17 to go in the half, 17-0, but Woodland trying to turn the turnover into points. 3 receivers left and 1 right. Edwards takes the snap. He'll run the option left, looking for a hole. There is none. He's going to cut back right, and he doesn't have the chance to do so. He's tackled. Forward progress will be, looks like the 23-yard line, so he lost 2 on the play.
Yeah, Edwards tried to run the option to the left side that time. It was strung out quite well. He tried to cut it back, and if he had made the corner over here, he might have been looking at some substantial yards and maybe even points. But Nicholas Sims corralled those legs and didn't let it happen.
Sims has been everywhere tonight. 3rd down and 12 for the Cats. 2 receivers right and 1 left. Edwards out of the gun. He'll throw. He has plenty of time. Can't find anybody open. Now he'll run it, and he will get to the 20, cutting outside, and dives back. Let's see where forward progress is. Good closing speed by the Randolph County defenders, and he may have gotten a yard, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. So 4th down and 10, and it looks like the Cats are going to go on 4th down. Woodland now 0 of 4 on 3rd down, and this will be their first 4th down attempt. So they've had 2 turnovers, and they haven't been able to be successful with either.
Yeah, it looked like, again, really good coverage in the back in the secondary for Randolph County. And hole closed quickly for Brock Edwards as he decided to scramble.
Go ahead,
sorry,
John.
Jay.
No, go ahead. 2 receivers right and 2 left. Edwards will throw. He's looking left. Now looks back right. Now throws it. He's got a man open. Woodham, but is contacted to the 15. He cannot get away. He does, and he's going to score! Parker Woodham got out of 2 tackles. Looked like Jordan had him. And then number 17 for Randolph County, Jack McKissick, hit him forward, and that's a touchdown for Woodland.
Yeah, as he's struggling to get out of the tackle or to make the line to gain, it looked like McKissick come in to sort of deliver the finishing blow, but instead the Parker Woodham for Woodland maintained his balance and skirted into the end zone.
Timeout, Woodland.
That's a big break for the Bobcats.
Absolutely. Timeout, Woodland. Timeout's brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Dealing attractive marketable timber, we are now offering online timber auctions to our list of services. Contact Ron Young or visit SouthernAuctionSolutions.com to get top dollar for your timber. We'll step out for 30 seconds and be back with the extra point. 17-6, your new score with 7.5 to go in the half. You guys are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my scheduled semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu. Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back here at Randolph County, Woodland just scored on an amazing 4th down play. They still don't have a first down, but they got the next best thing, a touchdown, and now they'll go for 2. Edwards, he's got a wide open man on the left side, and Tate Bradford catches it on the left side. Randolph County just did not account for Tate Bradford, and a little bit of redemption for Bradford catching that 2-point play.
Completely busted coverage for Randolph County, and it was a good job of Edwards acknowledging that, throwing it out there That's one thing to see that. It's another thing to make a good clean throw and have your receiver catch it. So it's a good job by Woodland, and they cut into the lead here, despite having some early trouble on offense and some setbacks for special teams.
The turnovers continue to be a problem for Randolph County. They've got 2 of them, and they now have given up a touchdown off of it on those 2 turnovers. The kickoff is brought to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. Jay Douglas, John Stevens here with you. 17-8 the score with 7:40 to go in the half, and Randolph County is set to get it back. Francis Davis, on-site producer, Kenneth and Beth back inside our Eagle Sports Network studios producing from there. Watch for an onside kick here, John. I think they might try something here.
Well, you talked about the momentum, and I think made a good point when you said they had to do something to get it back, and that play may have done them a world of good.
Kickoff by Whitmore. He'll kick away to Randolph County. Approaches it. He does kick it. It's kind of a pooch kick, and it's going to be taken at the 25-yard line, cutting left to the 30, up to the 40, and Kayshawn Garrett returning it just across the 40. Matthew Butler and Briar Morris get him down, tackled at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Randolph County at their own 41.
Woodland kicked that ball high and short, and Randolph County took it to toward the center of the field and then towards the left boundary. And Garrett had a pretty good return and sets them up in really good starting field position for the Tigers.
2 wides right and an I formation behind Davis. Garrett, but they handed the first man through. Pro throw, 50, 45, and Caleb Kelly gets him down in Woodland territory at the 40-yard line. Fullback run right up the middle and a huge gain of 29 yards for pro throw to the Woodland, to the Woodland 39.
Yeah, again, right out of the I formation, gave it to the first man through. He just goes power right behind the right guard. And, again, you have your free safety back there making the play, but well downfield.
Pro throw exits, and Hagan Bailey comes in. Daniel and Jordan break out wide right. The tight end Woodgett left. Garrett, the tailback behind Bailey. They'll pitch it left. Garrett cuts up to the 40, to the 35. He's got some room to the 30, to the 25, cuts back, and Kelly with another tackle. They will mark it at the 22-yard line of Woodland. A pickup of 17 on that play and another first down. And these holes just continue to open up for the Randolph County offense.
Yeah, and Caleb Kelly's shaking up a little bit. He's going to stay in the game, but he's hobbled, and he's made a couple of touchdown-saving tackles just on this drive alone.
6:41 and counting here in the half, 17-8 in favor of Randolph County, and they have moved it all the way to the Woodland 22 in just 2 plays. Woodgett tight end left, Daniel and Jordan wide right. Davis the quarterback. They will hand it to Bailey. First man through, he dropped the ball, and did Woodland get on it again? It looks like they did. I think Champion got it. 22, Jacob Champion, the 3rd turnover of the night for Randolph County, and Woodland gets another opportunity.
I think Jacob Champion has recovered 2 fumbles tonight, and it's the same play that they ran with pro throw to the right, but this time they try to run it left, and the fullback did not get the handle on the handoff, and they turn it over again.
That's 3 turnovers. They had 4 against Piedmont, and Piedmont was able to capitalize. Let's see if Woodland can do the same. 2 wides right and a wide left. Edwards the quarterback. Robertson is tailback. And is that going to be offsides? We thought it was offsides earlier, and they called a false start. I think this one's going in Woodland's favor. I think Christian Lipham jumped in the zone early, so move it up to the 25-yard line. A penalty against Randolph County.
Yeah, and then they pulled Lipham out immediately also, so kind of gives you the idea that was that's who the penalty was on. But that's a smart play for Woodland there.
Edwards takes the snap, handoff. Robertson coming right, and he may not get back to the line of scrimmage. He spins, but a host of Tigers get him down. Jordan and Garrett, as well as Sims, all in there on the stop, and he got no gain. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Well, we've seen Robertson this year make something out of that. It's just that Randolph County's defensive line and linebackers are just all over the offensive line here for Woodland.
Under 6 minutes to go in the half. Robertson wanted to come out, but he's going to stay in. Tailback right. 3 receivers right as well. Edwards. He will hand it to Robertson again, and nothing. Just no running room. Maya got back to the line of scrimmage. I think 56. Sion Barnes made the stop. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Bobcats. And it looks like Heat timeout. 5:37 to go in the half. We will take it as well. But first, have you been appointed executor over an estate or feeling overwhelmed? Let us show you the way. We are experts in solving complex estate problems by professional solutions. Contact Ron Young or visit SouthernAuctionSolutions.com. Southern Auction Solutions, proud to sponsor this timeout. We'll make it a minute timeout on the Eagle Sports Network. Alabama area high school football returns after this minute timeout.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. TREA Outpatient Clinic provides a continuation of care in an outpatient setting, as well as providing therapy services to patients with any conditions that limit mobility. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Randolph County, everybody. Randolph County on the play. There was a pass from Brock Edwards. It was overthrown, and Dante Jordan picked it off and took it all the way for the Randolph County touchdown. So Randolph County gets a touchdown on defense, a pick 6 for the Tigers. Tigers line up in that swinging gate, and now they'll bring the extra point team in, and Daniel will kick it. Daniel for the extra point, and it is good. So 24-8 with 5:12 to go in the half. Dante Jordan with a pick 6 of about 40 yards on that play. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back here with you.
Jay, the Woodland Bobcats, and before they threw the interception there, you noted that Roberts was asking to come out, and he stayed in the game. Well, as they come out of the Heat timeout, he remained on the sideline and was replaced. And they elect to throw the ball there and just overthrow the receiver in the area. And Dante Jordan, who intercepts the ball on the right side near the right boundary, brings it all the way back across the field and in for the touchdown.
Dante Jordan seems to be okay, at least returning the interception. He has not touched it. He touched it once on offense, but hasn't played running back yet. State Farm agent Ken Seifert proud to sponsor this kickoff. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. 5:12 to go in the half, 24-8. Randolph County on top off that pick 6 by Dante Jordan. Woodland's going to get it back, and they're going to try and get some momentum. Daniel will kick away. Morris, one of the deep guys. And that's going to go to Parker Woodham. He will catch it inside the 10 to the 15, up the middle, but he won't get to the 20. I think Prothrow was down there on special teams. Woodgett there as well. And he gets it all the way to the 18, I think, maybe the 19.
Another one of these kickoffs where the receiver's trying to fill that ball up near his face mask, and that's already caused some trouble tonight. But this time he was able to field it cleanly, make his way up to the. Looks like they spotted at the 19. We'll see if this takes the fact that it's now a 3-score game. If this takes Woodland out of anything they want to do, if they continue to try to run the ball.
Single receiver left, and Morris will go out left, but I think Woodland's going to take a timeout. They're about to run out of time on the play clock, and nobody sees it, they're going to get a delay. And nobody saw the play clock, and they're going to get a delay of game, or did they get the timeout? No, they didn't get the timeout. So delay of game on Woodland. Nobody was aware, and that'll back the Cats up by 5 yards back to the 14-yard line.
Everybody for Woodland on the offense was checking their armbands, and the time clock went unnoticed, and it's cost them, and they already have trouble moving the ball. So
Edwards will pitch it out left, and getting back to maybe the line of scrimmage, I think that was Woodham on the carry. He got to 15, so got a yard. Second down and 14 coming up.
They took that shotgun snap and just kind of took a step to the left and shoved it out there to Parker Woodham, who it doesn't look like he was able to come up with a gain of any kind. They're really having trouble mustering yardage against the front of Randolph County.
Joshua Holloway checks in for the Tigers defensively. Woodland is still without a first down. They have a touchdown, but they have not registered a first down. They'll try and run it right, and that's not working. Maybe lost 2 more yards. Host the Tigers there. 69, Argon Mitchell, one of the guys in there.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah, I mean, he was in the backfield, and I don't know that he was touched. He was back there so quickly and just disrupt the entire left side of the offense for Woodland, and just another setback for Woodland. We'll see what they call here, but this is not ideal, obviously, for them. Third and probably 15.
24-8 is your score. 3:40 to go in the half. Edwards will roll left. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll throw it deep. It's woefully underthrown, and that's going to be incomplete. Boy, Garrett had a shot at the pick, and Tate Bradford might have saved an interception as he popped Garrett. Pass falls incomplete, but that ball was underthrown by about 10 yards, and the Bobcats get lucky on that one.
Yeah, that should have probably been intercepted, and they had the receiver. They had the receiver open and downfield on the go route there, but just didn't have the arm to get it out there. And yeah, they're really lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Woodland now 0 of 6 on third down, and again, they haven't registered a first down on the evening despite having a touchdown, and now a flag and a stoppage of play. We'll see what the call is. Look like a timeout, Woodland. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more. A fourth down play coming up. We suspect a Bobcat punt. 24-8 your score, 3:27 to go in the half, and we're back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at MikeTooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Here at Randolph County, that timeout was brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Have you been appointed executor over an estate or feeling overwhelmed? Let us show you the way. We're experts in solving complex estate problems by professional solutions. Call State Farm contact Ron Young or visit SouthernAuctionSolutions.com. Southern Auction Solutions proud to sponsor that timeout. No pressure from Randolph County on the punt. Morris kicks it, bounces at the 41, and will roll dead at about the 42, his own 42. So Randolph County set up in good field position at the Woodland. They say the Woodland 43.
First down, Tigers.
This is some pretty impressive field position here for Randolph County, especially with only 3:15 left on the clock, to try to put some more points on the board here before half.
First and 10 Tigers from the Woodland 42. They lead 24-8 with 3:15 to go in the half. Jay Douglas, John Stevens here with you. It's been a happy homecoming thus far for the Tigers. I formation with 2 receivers right. And the handoff up the middle. 40 And crossing the 40, that's Austin Terrell who gets the handoff. And he gets to the 36-yard line. So pick up a 7 on that play.
Looks like they may get pro throw here on a
caught on Woodland. I guess a face mask.
5-yard step off. Face mask penalty.
First down for Randolph County at the Woodland 31.
First down. Tigers.
Well, I thought Jonathan Prother's block on that play was so good they were going to get him for holding, but turned out it was incidental face mask.
Terrell, the tailback, and he'll get the carry coming left. 25, plus outside 20, and dragged down there. Kelly again, and Kelly, he's been a workhorse back there, but he's slow to get up. And now he will get up, limping on maybe his left leg. So 1st and 10 after a pickup of 11 on that last play from Terrell.
Another I formation, another big hole opens up here, and Briar Morrison and Kelly combining on the tackle down here has just been too busy in the back secondary trying to tackle these running backs for Randolph County.
2:22 and counting in the half, 24-8 Randolph County, but they're threatening for more. Single receiver each way, and Davis hands to Terrell left side, contacted right away. Parker Woodham got him, but he may have gained 2 falling forward. Or 2nd down and 8 coming up from the Woodland 18.
One of the better plays that Woodland has made on defense tonight as far as the run, stopping the run game for Randolph County.
Pro throw out. Terrell stays in. 2nd down and about 9 from the Woodland 19. 1:45 to go in the half. Randolph County in not too big a hurry as they try and put another touchdown up. 2 wides right. And they'll hand it to Garrett up the middle to the 10. And tackled inside the 10, brought down at the 7 with 1.5 minutes to play in the half.
Well, they had Garrett in the fullback position right there, right in front of Austin Terrell. And he gave to the first man through, which was Garrett, and he made a good cut to the outside hash and scooted up. I'd say that's a 1st and goal for Randolph County, and 1:18 to go. They got plenty of time to work with.
Hagan Bailey in, and he'll line up as a fullback in front of Garrett and Terrell. 1st and goal from the 7. Randolph County leads 24-8. We come up on 1 minute to play in the half. Garrett, left side, and he will go in virtually untouched. He was contacted at the goal line, but that's a touchdown for the Tigers. Randolph County in for another score to make it 30-8. And Garrett with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
Well, you're asking a lot of Caleb Kelly tonight. He's after every play now, slow to get up. He met Garrett at the goal line, but Garrett already had a full head of steam by the time he got down there.
Daniel will attempt the extra point. 1:01 to go in the half. 30-8 is the score right now. And we will make it 31 as Daniel adds the extra point. Out-of-town score before we take a 30-second break. Lynette and Hanley are scoreless, and Wadley still leads Ranburn 8-0. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with the kickoff. 1 minute to go in the half. 31-8 Randolph County. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center, the right care right here.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Final minute of the half. Randolph County in command. 31-8 they lead, and they'll kick off with 1 minute to go in the half. Randolph County does get the ball to start the second half. State Farm agent Ken Seifert proud to sponsor our kickoff. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. J. Douglas, John Stevens here with you. Francis Davis, our on-site producer, Kenneth and Beth back inside the Eagle Sports Network studios producing there. Daniel take about a 12-yard run on it, and it will go to the right, and it'll go out of bounds again, I think. Look like it did. So good field position for Woodland at the 40. And while they mark off the penalty, let's thank some of our fine sponsors on the broadcast. Sun Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morningstar Christian Gear, Town of Wadley and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. Second penalty for kickoff out of bounds for Randolph County. 1st and 10 Bobcats from the 40.
Randolph County still has their full complement of timeouts, and that ball going out of bounds may have affected their decisions here to use those, maybe try to force another punt, but we'll see.
I formation, first time we've seen Woodland go I, and they'll hand it off to Woodham, and he is met right away at the line of scrimmage. Big number 50, Noah Turner, was in there. Number 30, Woodgett as well, and no gain on that play for Woodham.
Yeah, it looks like Randolph County just gonna let Woodland run this timeout and escape to the locker room with a pretty successful first half.
The turnovers are the only negative you could take away from this first half if you're Randolph County, something that plagued them against Piedmont. A little bit different story tonight is Woodland just seems overmatched. I formation, Edwards going to run the play clock all the way down, and this will be the final play. They will have to snap it one more time, but this will be the final play, barring a defensive penalty. I formation in a tight end right, and they go with Robertson up the middle, and he maybe plugs ahead for a yard. Woodland did not gain a first down in the half. They scored a touchdown, but not a first down. 0 of 6 on third down. Their only fourth down conversion, it resulted in a touchdown. We have hit halftime here on Homecoming 2019 for Randolph County. 31-8 is your halftime score, and we will step out for a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we'll carry some of the homecoming ceremony, and we'll also break down the first half and what we have seen. All Tigers right now, they have scored 14 unanswered points since it was 17-8. 31-8 your score at half. Randolph County on top. And we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout as you listen to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Crowfield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season. Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morningstar Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morningstar Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley gives you all the safety small-town life has to offer while being a convenient distance from the amenities of big cities. No matter the distance traveled, you always feel the enjoyment of returning home. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke, and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests. as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
Southern Auction Solutions is now offering online-only timber auctions. Let us sell your timber for top dollar. The sealed bid method is outdated. With the latest technology, we can offer an online-only auction which will maximize your profit. You control the final outcome. If you have a timber tract, it is worth your time to give us a call or visit southernauctionsolutions.com. At the end of the timber auction, you can say yay or nay. Selling your timber means putting cash in your pocket and allows you to keep your property, turning your assets into cash. Southern Auction Solutions, your full-service auction company.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a tiger, a bulldog, or a bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Crowfield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Wedowee, everyone. John Stevens, Jay Douglas, Randolph County enjoying a 31-8 lead. Just a little over 16 minutes until we go to the second half. Right now we enjoy the sounds of the Woodland Marching Band.
Good rendition by the Woodland Marching Band. Back here at Randolph County, 14:40 to go in the half. 31-8 is your halftime score. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back with you. John, just some takeaways from that first half. It looked like Woodland was hanging in there for a while, but Randolph County finally imposed their will.
Yeah, that's really what it looked like from our vantage point. I mean, Randolph County obviously dominating on the scoreboard, but Woodland was in this thing, and at one point had momentum and trailed 17-8. But from that point, like you said, it's just been all Randolph County High School and sort of dominated the latter half of the first half. The special teams miscues for Woodland really put them in a hole. If not for that, you may be looking at a little tighter ball game. But Randolph County's also had some miscues, and if not for that, they may have 40 points on the board by now.
Yeah, stats from the first half, it reflects a 31-8 score, 12 first downs for Randolph County. Compare that to none for Woodland. Randolph County 2 of 2 on third down, 0 of 6 for Woodland. Randolph County surprisingly has not gone for it on fourth down. Woodland 1 of 1. That's how they scored their only touchdown. 3 turnovers for Randolph County, 1 for Woodland. Woodland right now with 4 penalties. Randolph County with that amount as well. Kayshawn Garrett got the scoring started. He ran what looked like a 23-yard touchdown in. They marked him out at the 5, but he ran in from 5 yards out to make it 7-0. The Randolph County defense then got a safety to make it 9-0. Hagan Bailey then ran in from a yard out. The 2-point conversion on the swinging gate play was good to make it 17-0. Woodland takes advantage of a turnover on special teams, and on fourth down, Brock Edwards connects with Parker Woodham from 21 yards out. The 2-point conversion was good. Tate Bradford catching the 2-point conversion made it 17-8. But then Dante Jordan had a pick 6 to make it 24-8. And then Kayshawn Garrett finished off the half with a 7-yard run. The kick was good and brings us to our score right now at 31-8. John Wadley and Ranburn, it's 8-0 Wadley, and Hanley and Lynette are scoreless. Just some thoughts about those two games going on.
Well, I was interested in that Wadley-Ranburn game. I know both those defenses come in, and I think both those teams really like to run the ball, and I just kind of thought it'd be a tightly contested one, and a couple of teams there aren't too far apart. For Lynette and Hanley, it's kind of surprising that Hanley hasn't sort of imposed their will, as you say, and I looked for them. They just probably have too much on the lines of scrimmage, probably to keep that one close. But we'll see, and you just never know what can happen on any given Friday night. Sometimes.
Want to remind you guys that we are back on the air next week, right back here on WLWE 94.7. Hanley travels to Elmore County. We'll be on the air at 6:30. Game time at 7 from Eclectic, Alabama, which is in the Montgomery-Elmore area. It is a region game for Hanley as they get back into region play. All our Randolph County schools are out of region play, and in fact, the whole state of Alabama, for the most part, is out of region play. Region play will kick back up with Hanley, and Elmore will be on site for that one. Randolph County, after this one, they will travel to Weaver. It's a 2-game road trip. They will play Weaver and then Walter Wellborn before a 2-game homestand and then finishing at Wadley. Woodland leaves from here, and they actually get a bye week, and a much-needed bye week for Woodland. We'll actually see them when Woodland plays Cleveland on October 11th. The home game against Westbrook Christian, then they're at West End, and they close out with a home game against Donahoe. Wadley will be at Billingsley next week. Then they have a bye on the 11th. They're home against Otagoville. They're at Nosoga, and they wrap up at home against Randolph County. John, just reading off those schedules with the remainder of the season, I mean, the season is, flying by, it seems like. Just some takeaways from those schedules and the opponents that I read out for you.
Yeah, you look up and, it's week 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. I mean, just coming in bunches at us now, and we get the big road trip next week with Hanley. I think for all our area teams, we look at Woodland, and they're obviously going to be in need of a bye week after this one. I think maybe get some things corrected, maybe get some people healthy. But for everyone else, it's just get back into the meat of that region play, sort of see how things shake out, control your own. I guess from at least from next week forward, control your own destiny, so to speak. With some big games still to come for everyone. I know Piedmont and Randolph County was, I would say, is probably the two best teams in this region. But going forward, you want to take care of your business, and everyone in our area, everyone in our Randolph County area will be looking to do that.
Region standings right quick. Randolph County sitting at 2-1. They are behind Wellborn, who's 3-0, Pleasant Valley, who's 3-1, and Piedmont, who's 2-0. Woodland at 1-2 in the region. They sit behind Ranburn, who's 3-0, Ohatchee, who's 2-0, and Westbrook Christian, who's 1-0. In 4A, Hanley sits atop the region, tied with Talladega, who's 2-0. Behind them is Holtville, 2-1, and Lincoln, 1-0. And last but not least, Wadley sitting at 2-1. They are behind Lynette, who's 3-0, and Billingsley, who's 2-0. We'll step out as the homecoming court is being announced for Randolph County. We'll step out for a 2-minute timeout and be back with more halftime coverage. You are listening to Alabama Area High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. TREA Outpatient Clinic provides a continuation of care in an outpatient setting, as well as providing therapy services to patients with any conditions that limit mobility. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center, the right care right here.
It's not just a home or car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as a time and memories you put into them. Ken understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu. Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Randolph County, everybody. The homecoming court is being announced here at Randolph County. 31-8 is your score right now. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back with you. John, we were going to break. Hanley actually scored, and they lead Lynette 8-0. So maybe getting the late kickoff and the early game jitters out of their system, and it may be the first of many touchdowns scored.
Well, you guys learned firsthand a couple of weeks ago what one of those lightning delays can do for your game. When Randolph County seemed to have that game at least in their favor, and then the lightning delay. But yeah, that's interesting, and we'll see how that comes. I know they had weather delay down there, and then we started to get a cool breeze and a sprinkle up here. Kind of made me think it might rain, and it hasn't rained at least at my house in quite some time. So it was a little foreign, but that's interesting and good for Hanley to get on the board there.
As we counted down to the second half, John, the keys for Randolph County, obviously, are just going to probably get some young guys playing and just get out of this game injury-free and go into next week healthy as can be.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're looking at the Randolph County team with still a lot to play for within their region, and they'd like to see some younger players, and they'd also like to clean up their fumbles, their problematic fumbles. Defensively, I don't think they could play any better. They really dominated the line of scrimmage on defense and just thwarted anything Woodland's tried to do offensively.
Yeah, you talk about the turnovers, and it's not really playing a factor in tonight's game, but it plagued them against Piedmont. I don't mean to keep harping on that, but you have to get that fixed if you want to go anywhere in any region.
Exactly right. Once you're in region play, get out of region play, hopefully into the playoffs. That first round, maybe you're playing a team that you can get by with that, but the second round and forward, you're not gonna beat good teams turning the ball over at the rate they do.
For Woodland, they haven't been able to do anything offensively. What do you think could spark this offense? We talked about Briar Morris in the special teams game, but he's been kind of neutralized, them taking away from him. What do you think could spearhead and spark this Woodland offense going forward?
Well, just have some success, string together some first downs, and really what I know, what their coaches and the parents on that side would like to see is just continued strong effort on their fourth down conversion. It was really the fight for the first down marker that really was what led to their score. He was held up. The receiver was held up at the time and struggling to make the line to gain, and one of the Randolph County defenders came over and hit him, and he just maintained his balance. And just the strong effort led to the score there. So I think that's more what they're looking for in this second half. Just continue to play hard, try to establish something offensively, and continue to give great effort.
That is good stuff, John. And looks like Allie Shepard has been named homecoming queen for Randolph County. Congratulations to her. I know she worked so hard this week. What a great ceremony here at Randolph County. We've seen back-to-back homecoming courts in back-to-back weeks, and they both have done a great job. And, John, as we talk about football, back to football, and, again, congratulations to Allie and her family and all of her team that helped her win. This first drive for Randolph County, what do you think they're looking to do to start this third quarter?
Well, I think they're going to go back to their I formation, and, I mean, they have had some really – big holes, and I think over time, I mean, you're probably going to see them if they keep their starters in much longer. You're probably going to see those holes. And the safety for Woodland, who's made a ton of tackles tonight, it seems like how much more can he hang in there? Probably going to see a run or two before be broken for long touchdowns, but we'll see. And they may be content to get their younger players in right away, or they may not. It may be they tune up for the region that they need, and both sides may continue to play their starters. I know last week Childersburg and Hanley did for the great majority of that game play their starters, even though the score was one-sided for Hanley in Hanley's favor. But for Woodland, you just want to like we talked about Woodland and getting off the field and establishing something on offense and giving a lot of effort. But I think for Randolph County, you're just looking to continue to run the ball, just eat up as much clock as you can and get out of here with everybody safe, sound, and ready for region play.
Before we take a next break, again, our scores update. Wadley is actually tied with Ranburne 8-8. I think I misread that earlier. So 8-8. For Wadley and Ranburne in a tie game. Hanley up 8-0 on Lynette. So Wadley and Ranburne playing in a 8-8 tie. That game is about to go to the second half. Hanley and Lynette might just be getting to the first half. Again, they started late due to a lightning delay. And some fine sponsors on today's broadcast. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morning Star Christian Gear, Town of Wadley, and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. Our kickoff sponsor is State Farm Agent Ken Seifert. Our timeout sponsor is Southern Auction Solutions and Mr. Ron Young. And our Player of the Week sponsor is Regional Medical Center. We will hand out the Player of the Week at the end of the game. We will step out we'll do a minute and a half break on the Eagle Sports Network. Your halftime score, Randolph County 31 and Woodland 8. Second half action is straight ahead. We'll be back in a minute and a half on the Eagle Sports Network.
It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at MikeTooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425. The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke, and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going. Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Second half is just about to get underway. 31-8 is your score. Randolph County in control. They've scored 14 unanswered points since Woodland had cut it down to 17-8. A Dante Jordan pick six to make it 24-8, and then Kayshawn Garrett capped it off with a 7-yard run. That is where we stand, and Randolph County set to get the first kick here in the second half. State Farm agent Ken Sniper proud to sponsor this kickoff. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Ken Sniper in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Again, 334-863-2428. Woodland in white will be kicking from left to right, and Randolph County in blue will be receiving. Woodland with blue pants and the white helmets. Randolph County in gray pants with the gray helmets and the gold trim.
Jay, I see just out of halftime here, Jack McKissick coming out with his pads off and helmet off, ice on the shoulder. So it looks like his night's over.
Yeah, he might have dinged it when he hit Parker Woodham that resulted in the Woodland touchdown. He tried to go for the big hit. We hope that he's okay and ready for next week. Looks like number 50, Joseph Whitmore, will kick off for the Bobcats. They trail by 23, 31-8 as we start the second half. Again, Woodland kicking from left to right as we describe things. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. Francis Davis, on-site producer, Kenneth and Beth back inside our Eagle Sports Network studios. Whitmore with the kick. It goes to the right side and taken at the 25 and coming left to the, that's going to be a face mask, I think, on Woodland. And here comes the flag. Number 14 for Randolph County. Patrick Bragg was returning it, but number 60, Mick Bailey, will be called for a face mask, and not the way you want it to start if you're Woodland.
No, Bailey had the real deal face mask that time on the kick return tackle. I mean, he had jersey in one hand and face mask in the other. It was obvious to everyone.
They will move the ball after the 15-yard penalty all the way up to the Randolph County 38. It's a good field position for the Tigers to start with 11:50 to go in the third quarter. 31-8, Randolph County in control. We're well on their way to picking up their fourth win of the season. Woodland will drop to 1-5 heading into their bye week as it stands right now. And Dante Jordan is in at quarterback. That's not Dante Jordan. DeMarcus Davis is out regardless, and that's a fumbled snap. They get it to Austin Terrell, and maybe a yard. Number 18, Avion Willis, is the quarterback. He's just an 8th grader. So getting some key plays here in this moment, and that play gained a yard, 2nd and 9 to the 39. So Willis is running the offense. Avion Willis, 5'5", only 128 pounds. Again, an 8th grader for Randolph County.
Yeah, he was under center that time, and there was a problem with the center exchange He was able to pick it up and heads up, gave it to the running back. Was able to pick up minimal yards.
Markel Lee is the tailback behind Hagan Bailey. And they'll give it to Hagan up the middle, and he drives forward and gets to the 44. So 3rd down and about 4 coming up.
Hagan Bailey that time running fullback. Just takes takes the handoff, first man through. Picks up a good possible 6 yards, 5 yards.
3rd down and 4 coming up for the Tigers. Looks like all their backups are in. Isaiah Wright is in, number 7. Number 8, Daniel Minifield at tight end. They also have number 13, Willie Kidd. He's in a slot right. As Willis takes the snap, he dropped it again and just falls on it. So the Woodland Bobcats, albeit against the second team, get a 3 and out.
Yeah, another center exchange going wrong there for the young man, Avian Willis. But heads up play by him to fall on top of it, not try to do too much with it, pick it up on the run or anything, just falls on top of it. Live to play another down, and they're going to force a punt here. Woodland's going to force a punt.
Be the first punt of the night. Randolph County now 2 of 3 on 3rd down. Daniel is the punter, and Briar Morris back deep with 9:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. 31-8, Randolph County in control. And Daniel boots it high. Morris will let that bounce. It takes a high bounce, and it'll roll to the 15. Maybe not quite. It rolls sideways. Dante Jordan down there on special teams downs it on the 16-yard line. So about a 40-yard punt there for the Randolph County Tigers. 9:34 to go in the 3rd quarter, and Randolph County in control, 31-8.
Not only was that a pretty good roll they got, the hang time on that allowed the cover team to get down there. There was no shot of picking that up or running it.
2 receivers right and 2 backs in the backfield with Brock Edwards. He takes the snap and he hands it off up the middle, and there's just nothing doing. Maybe lost a yard. Carry by Woodham, and a host of Tigers get him. The run game just has not been doing anything for the Bobcats, and he lost a yard, 2nd and 11.
That's 78 Christian Lipham in there again from his nose guard spot. Just initial penetration just causes too much traffic for Woodland to get anything going.
9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Randolph County 31 and Woodland 8. Edwards hands to Robertson, trying to bust outside, and he'll lose more yardage. Back to about the 13-yard line. So a loss of 2 more. And 3rd and long coming up for the Cats.
Looks like Sion Barnes on that right side from his linebacker spot making that tackle.
8:40 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Woodland just trying to get anything to go their way. They're 0 of 6 on 3rd down, and they have a 3rd down and about 13 coming up.
Yeah, it seemed like they've had trouble going forward all night, really.
Robertson, the tailback, with Edwards as quarterback. Edwards set for the snap. He takes it, and they'll try and run it again. They'll fake the run. Now Edwards will throw, and he's hit. Is that a pass or is it a fumble? There is an incomplete pass ruling. Edwards was hit pretty hard, and we hope he's okay. He is getting up, but he is not looking all that great. He walks to the sideline, and it'll be 4th down, and the Bobcats will have to punt.
I believe that was Marco Woodgett again. Hit him as he faked the handoff that time to Robertson, and maybe possibly play would have done much better had he handed the ball off, but he was really popped as he let the ball go. Unfortunately for Woodland, they called it an incompletion, but that was close. That was close to being a fumble.
8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 31-8 Randolph County. Morris will punt, and it's off the front of his foot, I believe, bounces at the 35-yard line, and it'll go dead at the 37. Only a 24-yard punt. And Randolph County is in good field position at the Woodland 37.
Yeah, Morris is shaking his head. He knew he shanked that one, or it come off his foot mighty funny. I don't know. Like you said, it looked funny. It didn't look like a traditional shank, and it didn't get a good roll out of it either. So Randolph County's young guys are going to have a chance here to put some points up, or at least flip the field or take advantage of the field position
Willis, the quarterback, Bailey, the fullback, and Terrell, the running back. Willis pulls away from center, tosses it. Terrell dropped the ball, but he got back on it. Back there was 72 for Woodland, Matthew Butler, but he was pushed out of the way, and Randolph County is going to take a timeout. We'll step out for 30 seconds and be back with more second half action here in Wedowee. 31-8, your score, Randolph County on top. They have a second down and long when you come back at the 43-yard line. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu. Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back here in Randolph County, that timeout was brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Have you been appointed executor over an estate or feeling overwhelmed? Let us show you the way. We're experts in solving complex estate problems by professional solutions. Contact Ron Young or visit southernauctionsolutions.com for more information. Southern Auction Solutions, proud to sponsor that timeout. 2nd and 16. Willis, he'll fake the toss, throw it out, and that's a wobbly throw, incomplete. He wanted number 7, Isaiah Wright, but that one looked funny coming out. Incomplete, 3rd down and 16 coming up for the Tigers. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back with you.
Just an 8th grader. Just possibly he's, hasn't grown up yet. Still, it's possibly the biggest football he's ever tried to throw right there, and he had a receiver out here in the left flat towards his own boundary. He just didn't get the ball out there.
Jacob Wilson in for the Tigers, and 69, Argon Mitchell goes out. 2 receivers break out right. Hagan Bailey, the fullback, in front of Austin Terrell. Wright, one of the receivers. They pitch it to Terrell going right. Cuts it up, but will not get his first down. He didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. He stopped at the 39-yard line. So he picked up 4, and Woodland gets another stop on defense.
Yeah, he tossed it right side that time. That's a play they ran on one of the previous downs. The Terrell couldn't handle the toss, and that forced the timeout for Randolph County. But this time does pick up positive yardage, but Woodland's going to force the punt.
Daniel will punt, and Morris back to receive at his own 10. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, 31-8. It's a high snap. Woodland is coming after it, but they can't block it. And the punt is going left sideline and out of bounds inside the 20. A good angle punt at the 18. So a punt of 21 yards to get Woodland pinned back. 6:54 to go in the third quarter, 31-8. Randolph County on top. Woodland has another chance to get the offense kind of charged up here. While we have a minute, I'd like to thank our fine sponsors, Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morningstar Christian Gear, Town of Wadley and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. I formation for the Bobcats. Edwards takes the snap, tosses it left, going outside, looking for some room, to the 20, to the 25, and not just short of it. Number 31, Luca Brown gets some action. He's a sophomore, and he took a big pop, but he got the positive yardage running behind Dale Robertson, number 12. Gets it to the 24-yard line. Picked up a 6.
Luca Brown took the toss to the left that time, right behind the big fullback Robertson. And this may be the best run they've had out of one of their backs tonight. And we're halfway through the third quarter.
Brown stays in behind Robertson and I formation. 2 receivers right. Edwards is your quarterback. Woodland moving from left to right. They'll try Brown again, but this time not much. Stopped in the middle of the Randolph County defense. I think Sims was in there. And 26, Jonathan Prothrow. And a timeout on the field. It'll be a heat timeout. So 5:59 to go in the third quarter. And this timeout is brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. Do you want to attract a marketable timber? We're now offering online timber auctions to our list of services. Contact Ron Young or visit southernauctionsolutions.com to get top dollar for your timber. Another 30-second break, and we're back with more from Wadowee. 31-8, Randolph County on top. Alabama Area High School football continues in 30 seconds.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
Now, back to the field for Alabama Area High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Wadowee, everybody. Randolph County in control. Woodland looking to convert their first third down of the night with 5:59 to go in the third quarter, and still looking for their first down of the night. J. Lewis and John Stevens back with you. Two backs in the backfield with Edwards. Two receivers left and one right. Brock takes the snap, hands it to Dale, coming right and just nothing doing. Good defensive play by Prothro for Randolph County. Back to the 21, and the Cats will have to punt again. Now 0 of 8 on third down.
Yeah, they cannot block Jonathan Prothro. They tried to go around the right end that time, and there was a path there, but it was closed quickly, and Prothro with a good tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's surely the Woodland Bobcats' first down of the evening.
Hard to believe the Cats don't have a first down, but yet they scored a touchdown. That touchdown did come off a turnover, and it was scored on fourth down, hence why there's no first down registered. Morris will punt, and back deep is actually number 12 for Randolph County, Gavin Caldwell. And it's a punt that bounces at midfield, and it's going to get a pretty good roll. It'll bounce back at the Randolph County 45. So Randolph County will take over with their backups in, and they'll try and do something offensively, leading 31-8.
I do notice for all the substitution that the Tigers are doing, they're still playing the starters on defense. So for what it's worth, they're still giving Woodland fits on the defense.
I formation behind the quarterback Willis. Bailey's the fullback and Terrell the running back. They hand to Terrell. He goes across the line of scrimmage on the right side, pushing forward, and gets to the 49-yard line. He picked up 4 yards on the play. Pretty good run by Terrell. And second down and about 6 coming up for the Tigers at their own 49.
Woodland that time, after a couple of yards gain, had contact and had penetration there, but looked like the offensive lineman for Randolph County just got behind him and pushed him forward and picked up a couple more yards, so about a 4-yard gain.
Reminder, next week we'll be in Elmore County as your Handley Tigers travel down to Elmore. That game is at 6:30, airtime 7 o'clock, right back here on WLWE. A fumble snap by Willis, and he got the handoff to Bailey. Excuse me, this is number 14 instead. Patrick Bragg got the carry on a busted play on a bobble snap. He got all the way to the Woodland 42 for another first down.
Another hard handoff to grab for Willis, and another good play by him to pick that thing up, and he was able to hit the running back coming through, gave it to him, and a pretty good run there for Patrick Bragg, number 14 for Randolph County.
Randolph County will leave for here and head to Weaver. That's a region game for Randolph County. Woodland heads home for a bye week. Willis hands to Bailey, and he's tackled by Champion, getting to the 39-yard line. Picked up 3 on that play.
It's a good hole open on that right side, and Jacob Champion does a good job to come in, close it up, make the tackle to mitigate any further yardage downfield.
We will see this Woodland team one more time this season. After their bye week, they head to Cleveland, Alabama, to take on Cleveland, and we'll have that game for you on Friday, October 11th. So be sure you join us for that. I formation behind Willis. He takes the snap and hands to Terrell up the middle to the 35, and tackled right there by a host of Bobcats. Pick up a 4 on that play, and third down coming up.
Well, Austin Terrell that time took the handoff, and looked like Jacob Champion again off that left side came running in, but he just scooted by him and was able to pick up positive yards on the play.
2:38 and counting here in the third quarter. The last update we had from Hanley was they were leading Lynette 8-7. So shockingly, Lynette kicked the extra point instead of going for two to tie that game up. I formation behind Willis. The running back is Bragg, and he gets it right side, cuts it up to the 30, and he's going to get his first down. Falls forward to the 28-yard line. He picked up 7, and he gets another first down for the Tigers. And now this Tigers team, this second-team offense, after being stopped on their first two drives, now starting to impose their will and starting to move the football.
Patrick Bragg that time does a really good job. If he continues off to the right, there's open field there. But it being third and short, he just decides to get north and south, cuts up into the teeth of the Bobcat defense and picks up his first down.
3 receivers left, and they hand it off to Bailey. He'll get inside the 25, and he gets inside the 20, and all the way down close to another first down, maybe at the 18-yard line. It seems like Woodland is just tiring out on defense. Too many snaps on defense.
You may be right, Jay. They're going to bring up second and short, but the yards after contact on that play was had to be close to 9 yards. I mean, he was met near the line of scrimmage and just continued to bull his way forward.
1:17 and counting here in the third quarter. 31-8 Randolph County. Willis, Terrell to the 15, out of one tackle, not out of another. And maybe got inside the 15. Good tackle by number 15, Chandler Mitchell. And that'll pick up his first down as it was second down and short. And they spot it right at the 15. We'll duck under a minute in this third quarter.
They just continue to try to run off of that right side for the Tigers.
Wadley concludes their 3-game road trip next week against region opponent Billingsley. And then they return home to play Autaugaville. We'll see Wadley the last week of the regular season when Randolph County travels to Wadley. A receiver each way and a I formation behind Willis. He'll toss it left, cutting outside of the 10. This is Bragg inside the 10, off of one tackle, and then a host of Bobcats are there to greet him. Maybe not quite to the 5. See where they mark it out. 20 seconds to go in the quarter, and they may not have to snap it again. He got to the 8. So he picked up 7. Second down coming up, but that'll more than likely end the quarter. Randolph County in no hurry, and they'll walk the length of the field with a 31-8 lead. 1 quarter to go in Randolph County's homecoming. 31-8 your score after 3. The fourth quarter is next. We will take a minute timeout as you listen to Alabama Area High School football on the Eagles Sports Network. Back after this minute timeout.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. TREA Outpatient Clinic provides a continuation of care in an outpatient setting, as well as providing therapy services to patients with any conditions that limit mobility. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu. Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back out, everybody, to Randolph County here in Wadowee. A happy homecoming for the Randolph County Tigers. The Tigers have it second down and 3 from the Woodland 8. 31-8 Randolph County on top. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. Francis Davis, the on-site producer, Kenneth and Beth back inside our Eagle Sports Network studios. John, this Woodland defense, they fought all night, but it just looks like they're tiring out against this second-team offense.
Yeah, they don't have quite the numbers enrolled, the numbers of players there for Woodland. and it looks like they're continuing to have to play, and it's just wearing on them. And especially as this game goes on, and Randolph County runs in fresh, younger players, and Woodland's just continuing to have to play their players. So it's hurting their pride here a little bit.
2nd and 3, and the handoff, but that's a great play, but Terrell got away, and he's going to score. Oh, Whitmore had him, but Austin Terrell would not be denied, and he goes in from 8 yards out. Oh, that's very unfortunate for Joseph Whitmore. He made a heck of a play, but could not wrap up. Big up Austin Terrell, who goes 5'7", 165. He's an 8th grader also, John.
Austin Terrell just spins out of the tackle and just gets north and south right after Whitmore. Whitmore hit him in the backfield, and Terrell spins out of it, gets north and south, and there's nobody that can catch him.
Extra point from Daniel is wide left, no good. Good pressure by the Woodland special teams. Parker Woodham was in there, and also number 84, Xander Morales. So the score remains 37-8, and we'll step out for 30 seconds. They'll be back with the kickoff. Randolph County 37 and Woodland 8 with 11:53 to go in the game. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center, the right care right here.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Randolph County, everybody. 37-8. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you. Out-of-town score, Wadley and Ranburn in a defensive struggle. It's 8-8 going into the fourth quarter. The Hanley-Lynette game has just gone to half. It's 8-7, Hanley in front there. Your score here is Randolph County 37 and Woodland 8. Austin Terrell with an 8-yard run. The kick was missed by Braxton Daniel. Credit pressure by the Woodland special teams. 11:53 to go in the game, and Randolph County in control. The win will bring Randolph County to 4-1 as they head out on the road next week. It's a 2-game road trip for the Tigers, and Woodland will head into a bye week at 1-5. Formation change by Randolph County, and now Daniel set to kick. Still plenty of time on the play clock. And Daniel kicks it away, but now a flag stops everything, and I think this is going to be offsides on Randolph County. We'll see what the preliminary call is, but I think it was offsides.
Yeah, they had trouble lining up initially, and then they draw the offsides flag on the kickoff.
Tigers, excuse me, John, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's indicative of these young guys coming out here and finally getting on the kickoff team, going to run down, cover a kick, maybe for the first time this year.
Tigers on their way to going to 4-1, as we told you. If Hanley were to win, they would also be 4-1, and after dropping their opener, they will have won 4 in a row. Keep an eye on that score. It's just in the first half, so it may not go final by the time we go off air. But we definitely root for Wadley as they are in an 8-8 tie going into the fourth quarter. 11:53 to go in the game, and Daniel squibs it, and Woodland might get good field position. It's bobbled. Somebody's got to fall on it. Tate Bradford does back at the 31-yard line. They give him the 32, so what looked to be good field position will actually turn into mediocre at 1st and 10 from their own 32 for Woodland.
Pretty smart kick that time. Kick it low to the ground, and ball bounces funny sometimes. It kicked off one of the players for Woodland and forced them to cover it quickly as Randolph County was getting down to cover.
A couple seniors in the game for Randolph County, Brian Wright and Timothy Moat in defensively. Woodland could get in with 12 people. I don't know if they did. Loveborn is the quarterback, by the way, and the running back is slung back, maybe after a yard gain. So Jackson Loveborn is in at quarterback for Woodland, and he handed the ball up the middle to number 10, Guy McManus, and that didn't gain anything. May have lost a half a yard.
A lot of substitutions now for Randolph County, and he, like you said, he was trying to run a player off, and looked like he did not make it, but they gave him the sideline on that last play.
Markel Lee comes in defensively for the Tigers. 2 receivers right and 1 left for Loveborn, the quarterback, the backup quarterback. He'll take the snap, pitches it left, trying to cut up, and that's Luca Brown, and he's had some pretty good runs tonight. He gets to the 36. It'll be 3rd down coming up for Woodland, trying to convert their first 3rd down of the night and get their first down of the night. Just shows you how dominant this Randolph County defense has been. It's at the 36-yard line, so you need 6 yards for a first down.
Loveborn took his snap that time, took a step left and just shoved the ball out there to Brown, who didn't look like he had much room, but was able to squirt through for pick up a 2 or 3 yards, and positive yards for Woodland tonight's been hard to come by. So not bad for Brown.
3 receivers right and 1 left for Jackson, who snap goes over his head. Will he get to it? He will, but that'll be a big loss. Number 8 for Randolph County, Daniel Benefield, was back there, and Loveborn just had to fall on it back at the 19-yard line. And Woodland, I think, will punt. Had they not gained anything, or at least gained yardage, they might have gone for it, but now they'll punt. 0 of 9 now on 3rd down.
Yeah, you just don't give yourself a chance right there with the snap over the quarterback's head, and he did a good job of getting back and covering it. That way, at least you can probably get this ball out of your own end zone.
Randolph County is not dropping anybody back, so they might go after this punt with 9:40 to go in the game. There is no rush, and Morris kicks it, bounces at the 45. This is going to get a good roll into Randolph County territory, rolling dead at the 41-yard line, and Guy McManus down there to down it, and they'll spot it at the 41. The 41 of Randolph County. So about a 40-yard punt for Briar Morris. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 41. Tigers 37 and Bobcats 8 with 9:27 to go in the game. Quarterback Avion Willis, and only an 8th grader, is taking the reins here in the second half. Randolph County has scored 20 unanswered points since it was 17-8. Single receiver each way. Willis on a busted play, and he's going to gain maybe 2 yards. He tried to hand the ball off to the fullback, but that didn't work. And the ball goes to the 43-yard line. Pick up a 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. That time the fullback was already past him, and he turned to give it to him. He noticed it wasn't there, and he just tried to get north and south with it. He's had some adventures back there in the backfield. But so far, he's been able to at least make positive where disaster loomed.
Under 9 minutes to go in the game. 37-8 is your score right now. 2 receivers right, I formation. Willis, he will hand it off. Going to the 45 to midfield and diving ahead into Woodland territory. Number 9, Markel Lee carrying the ball, and he's close to a Randolph County first down at the Woodland 49. And they're going to give him first down. First down, Tigers.
Markel Lee that time running off the right side. Got ahead of steam before he's met by one of the secondary players for Woodland. Was able to pick up the first down.
We're under 8.5 to go here in the game, and it's 37-8 Randolph County. A happy homecoming for them. And I guess Kayshawn Garrett would be our front runner for Player of the Week. 2 receivers left as Willis hands to Lee and met right away, but falls forward for about 2. Big number 60, Mick Bailey on the stop. Picked up 2 to the Woodland 47.
Mick Bailey made the initial contact with him. He tried to wiggle away and got off the line, the initial line of scrimmage, was able to get forward. But Bailey was able to clean up his initial missed tackle.
Parker Woodham would be the front runner for Woodland for our Player of the Week. He scored the only touchdown and did it in a dramatic way. When it looked like he was going to be stopped, he broke a tackle and scored the only touchdown for the Bobcats. We'll make that decision before we go off the air. Tight end right and 2 receivers a single receiver each side, I should say. High formation, Willis, and a false start, I think, before everything gets going. So a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. And that's really the only negative that we've had against Randolph County. The penalties and turnovers, that's their 6th of the evening to go along with 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers resulting in just 8 points against them.
Yeah, you think of the turnovers they've had and the positions that put their defense in, and their defense has really been up to the task.
Single receiver each way and a tight end right for Willis. Willis takes the snap and goes to his fullback, maybe for a yard in the middle. Parker Woodham in there defensively. And the ball went to 21, Brian Wright. So 3rd down and 11 for Randolph County from the midfield stripe. 6:39 and counting in the ball game. Randolph County in control, 37-8.
Interesting to see these younger guys, and some of whom numbers we don't have on our roster, but just to see them in the trenches is working against one another.
Willie Kidd is in the game, slot left for your Tigers. As Willis pulls away and gives to Terrell. Terrell across the 45 of Woodland and maybe down at the 44. So it will be 4th down coming up. Big number 56, Jacob Smitherman in there on the stop. Smitherman is a 5'10", 220-pound sophomore, so good job by him to get the tackle. 4th down and about 4 coming up for the Tigers at the Woodland 44.
The Woodland's defense that was dog-tired seemed to have substituted quite a bit of young guys in there, and instead of making the tackle well down the field, they're holding their ground somewhat right here against the young guys from Randolph County.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. 5:52 to go in the game. 37-8 is your score. Randolph County in command on Homecoming 2019. Back after this 30-second break as you listen to Alabama Area High School football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at miketooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
Now back to the field for Alabama Area High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Braxton Daniel with a pretty good punt as we welcome you back to Randolph County High School. It gets all the way to the 5-yard line, so a punt of 41 yards for Daniel, and Woodland is backed up with 5:42 to go in the game. Woodland trailing by 29. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you as Randolph County celebrates a happy homecoming in 2019.
Looks like Lavorne and a lot of the younger guys are going to stay in the game now. Got to be careful down here around the 5-6 yard line on offense if you're Woodland.
They have already given up a safety and a flag. I think too many men on the field for Woodland. Yeah, half the distance penalty against the Bobcats.
I think it's Briar Morris trying to run off, and the official caught him.
So half the distance penalty moves it back to the 2, about the 2.5 yard line. Woodland's only touchdown came on a 21-yard pass on 4th down. Brock Edwards to Parker Woodham. And we mentioned before the break that Woodham from Woodland was our front runner, along with Kayshawn Garrett from Randolph County. That's a handoff right up the middle and maybe getting to the 1. Boy, the Randolph County defense is in the backfield constantly. 71 made the tackle for Randolph County. One of the young guys in there for the Tigers.
Like Jalen Goodwin. The initial penetration and tackle. lucky to get out of his own end zone that time was the Woodland running back.
Lavorne, the quarterback, takes the snap, pitches it right. This is Brown, and he's going to get forward progress maybe to the line of scrimmage. He was met by a host of Randolph County defenders. He got to the 3, so he picked up a yard. Third down coming up.
Sorry, Jay. It was Guy McManus on the carry. The previous play was barely able to get out of his own end zone. That time it was Luca Brown, who's had some good north and south runs here in the second half, was able to just eke out of the end zone.
I formation for Lavorne, and he hands it to his fullback, first man through, but that's going nowhere. May have lost some more yardage. A host of defenders for Randolph County get him on the ground, and another fourth down, and now Woodland's now 0 of 10 on third down, and they're probably going to finish this game without a first down.
Randolph County that time came out of the tackle huddle, the tackle pile with the ball, and the official on the opposite side just emphatically saying that the runner was down. Otherwise, that could have been disastrous, but they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone here.
Brian Morris will punt it away. Randolph County's not dropping anybody back. We're under 4 minutes to go in the game, and Randolph County leads 37-8. They've scored 20 unanswered points since Woodland scored to make it 17-8. Don't forget, we're in Elmore County next week for Handley in Elmore County. We're right back here on WLWE 94.7 as that punt takes a pretty good roll by Morris. It'll roll dead and be down at the 47-yard line of Woodland. So a 45-yard punt from Brian Morris with 3:35 to go in the game.
He did have the one off the front of his foot, but other than that, he's had about 2 or 3 with really good, really nice rolls to get the field position flipped somewhat.
The line for the Randolph County team, Kenneth Cavender, number 73, has checked in, along with Jacob Wilson, number 58. They're going to play on the offensive line. DeMarcus Chappelle is also in there on the offensive line for Randolph County. And 77, Harley Johnson, in there as well on the offensive line for your Tigers. As Willis will hand it to the first man through. And going to the 40, that's Markel Lee. And he's still going all the way down to the 38-yard line. Picked up 9 on that play before a host of Bobcats tackle him.
First man through, Markel Lee. Right behind the right guard. Lowered his head. They spun him around in there, but he's able to come out of the initial contact and pick up a couple more yards, and second and pretty short for the Tigers.
2:45 to go. Randolph County has a road game next week. Woodland is on the bye. Single receiver each way. Willis. It looked like a false start by the left tackle. There's no call. And Austin Terrell, well, now it's blown dead. And I thought the right tackle moved, and it was a very late whistle. Randolph County is taking on Weaver next week. That's a road game for your Tigers. Again, Woodland heads home for a bye week. Handley, of course, in Elmore County will have that game right here on WLWE 94.7 and streaming online, Eagle1023.com. Wadley concludes their 3-game road trip at Billingsley next week. And a score from Wadley, or from Ranburne, I should say. Ranburne is taking the lead over Wadley, 15-8 in favor of Ranburne. 2:21 and counting in the ball game. A penalty on Randolph County that last time. Ball back to the 47-yard line, or 43-yard line, of Woodland. I formation, and Willis hands to Lee. He gets off a couple tackles in the backfield, but can't get past the third, and drug all the way back, and now a flag comes in. That might be another face mask on the Bobcats. Well, number 60, Mick Bailey, was in there, but it's going to be a flag. And they might actually be moving them back. No, it's against Woodland. The referee signaled against Randolph County initially, but it's going to be on the Bobcats. A penalty to the 40-yard line. It remains third down.
Mick Bailey had the initial wrap-up and nearly spun him out of the tackle, and then a host of other Bobcats came over. One of them, unfortunately for Woodland, grabbed the face mask, but it doesn't look like the egregious variety.
It's actually second down, not third down, as we work our way to a minute and a half to go here in the game. And a delay of game, I think. The offense was slow getting out of the huddle, and they'll give the 5 yards right back. Randolph County will. Randolph County, by the way, is going to win their 6th in a row over Woodland. They have not lost to this Bobcat team since 2013. Victories of 28-12, 21-20, 33-0, 49-0, and 41-13 a year ago. And it's soon to be a 37-8 final. Handoff up the middle, back to the 40-yard line for Randolph County. 3rd down coming up for the Tigers. And they'll have to snap it one more time before this game goes final. Keep it right here. After the postgame, we'll have some comments and get you ready for next week. Again, we're in Elmore County. Handley travels south to take on Elmore County. That's a region game for the Handley Tigers.
Just want to mention Guy McManus on that last play, just from his linebacker spot, almost the last line of defense. The initial running back contact came at the line of scrimmage, but he squirted forward, and McManus was there to stop him.
And that's look like a false start, rocking forward in his stance, the right tackle. No flag, handoff, and the Bobcats are actually going to prevent the 1st down, but that's going to be the game. So they get a 3rd down stop. Randolph County will finish the night 4 of 8 on 3rd down, and Woodland ends the game without a 3rd down conversion and without a 1st down registered. Their only touchdown came on a muffed punt. And Randolph County wins their 2019 homecoming. 37-8 is your final score. And we will be back to wrap things up. But first, let me thank some of our fine sponsors. Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morning Star Christian Gear, Town of Wadley, and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. Thank you to all our fine sponsors on the broadcast. We'll step out for a 2.5-minute break and be back with some post-game coverage from Wood Dowley. Randolph County a winner tonight, 37-8, as you listen to Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network. Back in 2.5 minutes.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama. Great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley is home to Southern Union State Community College and boasts an award-winning school system where students K-4 through 12 are located on one convenient campus. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school, but Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke, and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Cofield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Wadowee, everybody. Randolph County comes away with the homecoming victory. 37-8 is your final score. They do it scoring 20 unanswered points. Woodland had cut it to 17-8, but Randolph County dominated from that point forward, and the stats reflect that. John, just Randolph County, they knew they had a lesser opponent they were playing in. They struggled early, but they showed it throughout the duration of the game.
Yeah, as the game wore on, the running game just too much for Woodland to contend with. The Randolph County defense really stymied anything Woodland had mind to do on offense. And, yeah, like you say, overtime, especially towards the end of the third quarter, the Woodland defense was just spent. And it was good to see a lot of the younger players get in for both sides.
Even in the loss, we are going to award the Player of the Week to Parker Woodham from Woodland, who did an amazing job scoring for Woodland. If not for him, it would have been a shutout. He was stopped short of his first down. He was wrapped up by the leg. He took a big hit from McKissick of Randolph County, broke free, and scooted in for the touchdown. At that point, it looked like Woodland had a shot, but Randolph County just would not be denied. They bounced back from that quite nicely. And, John, if there's one takeaway that's constant, is that Randolph County still struggles putting the ball on the deck, and they need to clean that up going forward.
Yeah, especially early on, they did a couple of handoffs, a couple of snap exchanges with the fullback, the quarterback, and a couple of handoffs with the fullback. Just put yourself in harm's way unnecessarily if you're Randolph County. But like you said, the player of the game. We could have awarded that to the entire Randolph County defense. But,
absolutely.
Why not give it to a kid who was really all over the field offensively, defensively for his side tonight, and who showed really good effort on the only score for his team, and it was good to see them get on the board in that fashion, just maximum effort there, and really Randolph County, the entire defense. Did a great job for them tonight. The run game, the holes and the lanes they had to run in is something that they could be proud of. They're going to have to get that cleaned up on Woodland's end if they're going to win any games going forward within their region.
Yeah, Woodland definitely did not quit. They definitely gave it their all, but just overmatched in the interior. Stats before we go to break. There were 16 first downs for Randolph County, 4 of 8 on third down. They did have the 3 turnovers. They committed 7 penalties. Woodland did not register a first down, 0 of 10 on third down. Their fourth down conversion, 1 of 1, which resulted in their touchdown. They did have a turnover, and they committed, looks like, 7 penalties themselves, if not 8. And Randolph County comes away with the win. Tayshawn Garrett had a pair of touchdown runs for his team. Hagan Bailey had a touchdown run. Dante Jordan, we didn't see a lot on offense, but he had a pick 6, and then Austin Terrell scored the final touchdown for the Tigers. We'll step out for a 2-minute timeout and come back with more post-game coverage. We will be back to Randolph County. 37-8, your final. Randolph County wins it, and we're back after this 2-minute timeout on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll just keep it right here instead. John, just some final comments as we wrap everything up here from the field.
Well, it's a happy homecoming, like you say, for Randolph County. A lot of smiling faces
Dentistry
tonight.
isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at miketooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Every town has one, that friendly hometown restaurant that serves good food every day. In Roanoke, it's Gedney's Restaurant and Grill on Highway 431. What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? You could be enjoying Gedney's Lunch Buffet, home-style vegetables with a choice of meat. Give us a call at 863-8272 or come by and see why everyone eats at Gedney. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on 431 in Roanoke.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar. where neighbors are more like family and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley gives you all the safety small-town life has to offer while being a convenient distance from the amenities of big cities. No matter the distance traveled, you always feel the enjoyment of returning home. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
How long's it been since you've had a great steak? Go to Gedney's Restaurant and Grill in Roanoke and give yourself a treat. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill features specialty cut steaks, and they use a very special marinade. You'll love it. Gedney's has delicious steaks, starting with the 8-ounce Little Joe's sirloin, or choose the delicious 12-ounce ribeye. If you want a great steak, go to Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on Highway 431 in Roanoke.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back out to Randolph County, everybody. The final segment here on this postgame show. A happy homecoming 2019 for Randolph County. 37-8, they win it. We're back on the air next week in Elmore County as Hanley travels to Elmore. It's right back here on WLWE 94.7. Jay and John back with you, wrapping this up. John, let's put a bow on this one and give us some thoughts going into next week. What you saw on the field tonight.
Well, really a dominant performance defensively was what sticks out of my mind for Randolph County. The fact that they have a little dinged up running back situation, notwithstanding, they were able to run the ball at will really, and didn't really have to put the ball in the air. And defensively, just dominant. I mean, crosstown rival, good to get the win at homecoming. But I think most importantly for everybody involved here tonight, everybody's going to get out of here relatively healthy and ready for region play.
Ranburn is leading Wadley 15-8 with 3.5 to play in the game, so Wadley's trying to come from behind in that one. Hanley was leading 8-7 last we saw. That game's going to go late due to lightning in the area over there in Roanoke. John, great job as always, and we'll see you next week, my friend.
Thank you, Jay. If the folks here can't make the trip, let us make it for you, and just catch us on the radio next week.
Schedules for next week. Again, we'll have the Hanley and Elmore County game right back here on WLWE 94.7 and streaming online, eagle1023.com. Woodland heads into a bye week before they travel to Cleveland. Randolph County leaves from here to take on Weaver. That's a road game for them. And Wadley wraps up their 3-game road trip with Billingsley next week. Final look at our sponsors: Southern Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailers Retirement Community, Gedney's Restaurant, Morning Star Christian Gear, Town of Wadley and Mayor Donna McKay, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, and Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry. State Farm Agent Ken Seifert, proud to sponsor our kickoffs. State Farm knows that your car and home are things you've worked so hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm Agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today at 334-863-2428. Southern Auction Solutions, proud to sponsor our timeouts. Do you own attractive marketable timber We are now offering online timber auctions to our list of services. Contact Ron Young or visit SouthernAuctionSolutions.com to get top dollar for your timber. And our Player of the Week sponsor is Regional Medical Center Parker Woodham. The sophomore running back gets the Player of the Week honors this week. He scored Woodland's only touchdown and did it in a fantastic way, breaking 2 tackles to score. For Kenneth and Beth back inside our Eagle Sports Network studios, our on-site producer Francis Davis, and from our broadcast partner John Stevens, this is Jay Douglas saying good night from Wadowee. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week from Elmore County. So long until then, and good night, everybody, and go Tigers!